Welcome everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, I don't know, you might be a fan. No, shut up you, that's me again. Always forget that. This is a game called Dreams, where you make your own games in it. Now, obviously someone else has made this, but I will be playing it because I'm a massive fan of Karl Pilkington. To fill people in on why it says it's been played before, we did try and do this on stream before, but it kept crashing. I don't know if it was my internet or I'm pretty sure it was my internet because the game stayed open. But other than that, yeah. Hey Neo in chat. So yeah, I've listened to and watched pretty much everything Karl's ever been in. I'm not sure. Yakobu gets references, but I'm not sure what he's watched or listened to. So some of this might be new to him. So there you go. I'll be able to show it to him. I should be able to explain all the references because most of the enjoyment of this game is incredibly small references to entire stories that you've got to try and remember. So yeah, okay. All right, so that's that then. Continue. Yeah, so continue will be. Yeah, so if this takes more than one stream, then we won't lose the progress because I forgot about that. So yeah, this is version 3, all right? And it says 3 levels, 50 plus new surprises. So I don't know if there's more to it than when we last tried to play this, but yeah. All right. Yeah, play. So this is like a flute version of the music that was used in Karl Pilkington's no, An Idiot Abroad, I think. Oh. So yeah. So unofficial fan game.
Right.
It's already made me laugh. All right.
All right.
Video, audio. Okay, so there's Rockbusters. Back to so there's Manchester Slim. So Karl Pilkington's from Manchester, and he went on holiday to St Ives mostly, and then obviously London is where he lives, and then Rockbusters is a really badly constructed quiz that he did with Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant on their radio show on a channel called XFM. It consisted. The basis of it was fine. By the way, let me know, people in chat, if our voices are too quiet over the music. What was I saying? Yeah. So they would give you the initials of a band or artist, and then he would give you a clue. But often the clue didn't work, and you had to try and work through his logic. So yeah, we'll have to do the Rockbusters thing as well. Neo says it's fine. Good.
All right.
Manchester and St Ives we go.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Karl Pilkington.
Look at his little round head like a fucking orange. So X is jump, you can move him about.
All right. If it's a potato or a nut, it's a foodage.
so triangle makes him spout quotes. So the potato or a nut thing is when he was arguing about hold on, there's a car coming. So a monkey driving a car to Spain, that's a whole story as well, where it nicks petrol or whatever, and he believes these ridiculous stories about monkeys that are true.
You don't see an old man having a Twix.
This is just mostly going to be me laughing and explaining stories, I think. So his thing was, that's why they invented Old Man Toffees, them Werther's Originals. Kariki went, is that a song? Old Man Toffee. Just this ridiculous thing. So,
it's
yeah.
Weird, isn't it?
It's weird, isn't it?
You don't see an old man having a Twix.
Right, so I don't know how many quotes he's got, but there we go. So, bench. Okay, so the way this game works is you go up to things and press the button. Yeah, so you can either have the music on constantly. If it gets annoying, we can turn it off. Or if it plays too loudly and you can't hear other things, we'll turn it off. Oh, it stopped itself.
The touchpad.
Okay, there we go. No, I'm saying I turned it off, then turned it back on, and then it ended anyway, but there's apparently a gap. I thought there'd be more than one tune. So, yeah, so the way this works is you walk up to things and it gives you a little speech bubble when you press square, and you get his little comment on it. Just gonna have a sip of drink. So we'll try and systematically find everything. Now I know for a fact there is a checklist somewhere on the back of a building, and we'll find that eventually.
Where you take your dog a walk, or you might go there on a Sunday and that. People sort of might taste that area.
It's rubbish.
AP.
Yeah. So already laughing. So yeah, that was one of his Rockbuster clues for the singer Alex Parks, who most people probably won't even remember now. But you might want to sort of taste that area, and that was the level of greatness to some of the clues that he gave. So funny. I know what this story is already, but I'm gonna. Yeah, it's even a calculator. They're brilliant.
And I was walking near a cliff edge.
Reading a book.
Hang on a minute, I'm being stung. Load of nettles and stuff. And I just had to wait there for ages until my dad sort of thought, where's Karl? All they had for sort of company was a calculator.
There goes Karl with his friend. What's his friend? Oh, it's a Sanyo 4197G.
So that's when he went on holiday to. I don't know if that was to St Ives, but it was. Yeah, he said he doesn't normally read, and he read a book, and he almost walked off a cliff, which is this one clearly, and he walked into a bush of stinging nettles and had to wait for his dad to notice he was missing from a wedding they were at or something. And yeah, there was a haunted house. It was haunted, right? No, it wasn't haunted, Karl. Don't say that as if that's fact. Well, there was a ghost, so what do you want? And all I had for company was a calculator, and they went on this sort of fanciful rant about the fact that it was his only friend. And it's I imagine shots of Karl and the calculator in Vietnam. Oh, his batteries are all over the floor, and all this. It's ridiculous. So, yeah. Oh God, my eyes are watering already. What happens if you fall off? Can you fall off? Yes, you can. Okay, you respawn. Right. So there doesn't look like there was anything else down the back of that thing. So let's take the right-hand side of the street now. The thing is, some of these are just like something that happened in a house. So you walk up to a house and press a button, and you don't know what the reference is going to be until they do it. So let's find out.
Suzanne's moaning about the boiler again. That's starting to play up. That's my problem.
So yeah, he had this ongoing saga with his boiler breaking, and calling round workmen. He said it'll be 80 quid to fix that. I mean, you haven't been round it yet. How do you know it's 80 quid? I feel like booking him and then smashing it up with a hammer and going, "There, I'll fix that for 50 quid." Just really annoyed. Karl's diary. That was a huge thing in the radio, in the podcast days when they were reading bits of it out. That is brilliant.
Suzanne's moaning about the boiler again.
That's the same thing.
That's my problem.
Okay, I assume that would be a different thing because it doesn't activate in the mid. Oh, it does activate in the middle. That's weird. You have to be really close to it for it to activate. Huh. Monkey again. What does it say? Is there something funny on the number plate? I couldn't see. No, I think that's the monkey that drove the car to Spain after a magician filled up pump 4, and she went, "There's no car at pump 4." Right, Karl. If this monkey has driven this car off, you're never doing this again. So bear that in mind. Just, you're all right. Oh, Space Chimp program.
This is Houston. Hit the left button.
So yeah, that was Karl's belief that the monkeys they sent up before humans, he got this right actually. So he clearly read the information and then just went off on one with it. That 2 monkeys called Enos and Ham, who were the 2 that went up after Laika the dog, prior to, we need to send up something with sort of basic human physiology to work out what going into space is going to do to a human body. And obviously in the 60s that was perfectly acceptable to experiment on monkeys. But Karl's belief was that the monkey launched the rocket and it was inside with a banana dispenser to keep it like Pavlovian conditioning, like they were telling it to press left now, and if it pressed left then they give it a banana, so it learnt that way. And it pressed the button and launched the rocket. No, there is no way the monkey launched the rocket, you idiot. Oh dear. So that's that whole thing. We might do the full right-hand side of the road first, actually. We can't actually go in there because I think that's probably programmed. So if you go near it, it'd probably screw it up. So they've cordoned that off. Right, let's see. Oh, there's something here.
Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Right, that was the cryptic clue. Gareth Gates.
Gareth Gates. Gareth.
Gareth Gates.
Yeah, his insistence. His defence for it was always he waited till the people got it right and then went, well, this is impossible, Karl. This is ridiculous. Well, they got it, so... And that was his defence for all of Rockbusters. Well, they got it, so... Oh, dear. This could be a couple of references. There doesn't appear to be a talky thing for it.
As a man or a worm.
What was that, sorry?
As a man or a worm.
Oh, yeah. When they're asking him the not Robert Ebert, what is it? The questions from that guy who does Inside the Actors Studio, James Lipton, and they're there. Yeah, I didn't even see that. As me or as a worm? Yeah, and he said, the noises that he likes, and one of the noises he likes was birds. But he said, as a worm, I'd hate that and all this sort of stuff. And it was really long-winded. And Ricky went, that was one question. It was like 20 minutes of him answering it. And then Ricky went, what noise or sound do you hate? Or something like that. And he went, what, as me or as a worm? And Ricky went, brilliant. No one has ever been on Inside the Actors Studio and gone, sorry, it's like, James Cameron on there as some sort of movie director or something, or Steven Spielberg or whatever. And he's going, as me or as a worm? And it's like, so, and there was the Gareth Gates there. Flowers, yeah, this is a good one. So, he told these heartbreaking little stories of when he was not very well off as a kid. And one of them was, he goes, I took snippings from my mum's garden, put them in plants, sold them for 25 pence each. They looked after them then. Nah, they would have died. I just cut the heads off. It's like, and all this sort of stuff. And all these little money-making schemes he had as a kid. So I'm guessing this is supposed to be Karl's house, maybe? Because we are in Manchester, after all, so... Oh, yeah, the gnomes. I'm trying not to give away the story because there might be a talky bit. I know what that one's going to be. Yeah, okay. Was that?
That's a penguin on the back.
No. That's his magpie Maggie when he was a kid. Yeah, I looked after it. It loved me and that, but in the end, it caused me grief. Why? What happened, Karl? Well, it was It came around, pecked me head, and kept popping the tyres on my grifter. So that must be his grifter, and that was Maggie the magpie, who he got because he really liked the film. What was that film where the kid kept the bird? Kes. Yes, it. Yeah, and it was. That's one of those films where the entire film is in English, but I had to have subtitles on it because the accents in that are so strong. I mean, I honestly couldn't understand most of it. It was like Yeah, I know. Yeah. So, is there anything in that tree? Hold on. No, okay. So, my mum's into gnomes. My mum loves gnomes and that. She went, she must have loved having you then. And about the, I don't know if the Victoria Plum thing will come up, but yeah, he bought his mum one because it looked a bit like a gnome, and he teased her into going into the shop before she knew he'd bought it. And he went, what do you think of that, mum? And she went, oh, God, that thing, bloody ugly, it's awful. And he sort of went, and he still had to give it to it on her birthday because he'd saved up his paper round money to buy it, and money from, selling flowers and stuff, so... Yeah, and it was like, Karl, when you tell us these stories, I just... It's heartbreaking stories as a child. That's why I never end up... That's why I don't buy people presents anymore. Alright, the wheelie bin. I know what this is going to be.
He pulled over and put the lad in a wheelie bin.
I'm going to burst.
So we'll leave that.
So, what he describes, not my words, but Karl's, what he described as, my dad used to do work for the local foundation, right? He had a bus and he drove around the, what are you allowed to call them now? And Ricky went, careful. And he went, the Forrest Gump people. And Ricky went, brilliant. Yeah, that's what they call the Forrest Gump people. They have on the side of their bus, life is like a box of chocolates.com. Go on. And he said then one of them was causing problems. And the problem is with people that are a bit like that, you've got to control them, right? So he pulled over and he put the lad in a wheelie bin, and he took the rest of them to Blackpool, and they went, "Sorry, do his parents know about this?" And Karl went, "Well, we never got asked to do it again." So, just ridiculous. Oh God! Oh, there's a gap in the fence. Huh. Right. There's a radio there. That could be any reference from the. Oh, there's a ball there. So what reference is that? Don't know.
Bong.
Man wears the same shoes for 60 years.
Bong.
Man changed his name to Bubba Bubba Bubba.
Bong.
Cow hit by train lands on farmer's wife.
That's real news to you, isn't it, Karl? Yeah, he had this segment called Headlines, and he would just read the headlines of the stories, and Ricky went, "Oh, that sounds interesting, can you read more of that?" And Karl went, "I didn't write it down, I just like the headline." That's all you need, a headline, isn't it? And Ricky went, "No, it's not." And he goes, he went, "Oh, bong," and all that, and he went, "Right, give us another bong," and then that happened. So he was just reading these ridiculous stories. Old man wears same shoes for 60 years and all that. And he read out these ridiculous stories, and then after a while, I can't even remember what the story was, but it was more, it was just as ridiculous as the others. And he went, "Yeah, I did read into that one though." And Ricky went, "Brilliant! Of all the stories to read into, that one." And it's just his ridiculous sort of attention span. That's his Auntie Nora, who once farted for 5 minutes, right? And she had it was like Boots the chemist next to her bedroom. She, if what was it, medicines hadn't been tested, Auntie Nora had them already, and all this sort of stuff. And he went 5 minutes, right? About 2.5 minutes in, she called me dad and went, I've been farting for 2.5 minutes. It's worrying, right? Come round. He went, "Right, get the windows open. I'll be round in a minute." He said, and 2.5 minutes later it ended. So just a constant drone of a fart. Yeah. So yeah, fart stories. Rubbish. Okay. Some of these things are references, but they don't have a thing next to them. So I'm trying to think. Was there a rubbish reference? Oh, brilliant.
A kid used to take a horse into the house.
Sorry. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, Neddy.
Yeah. Now, that is one of the best stories he's ever told, because that wasn't even the story he was telling. He was trying to explain, is it nature or nurture that makes a kid like they are? And he was trying to explain how this kid turned out all right, but he was from a really rough house. And one of the details he just skipped over was they used to take a horse in there, right? And 20 minutes later, he was still telling the story. Because it's like, Karl said there was no more to this. It's like an onion. It's just layers and layers of this story. We're just peeling it away. This is more interesting than what you were saying before you started. Oh, right, okay. So, and they forced him into telling this story. Oh, dear. He goes, Karl, where'd they get a horse from? Must have nicked it from somewhere. There was a stables down the road, so, And that was his explanation for that. So. Right, okay, let's see. What else have we got? Matches. This is the Uncle Alf thing, I think.
Alf's got one in the back of a dirty old van.
Yeah. So he goes, "I bought a bed. I thought I set it all up, like, I put the slats together, the legs on, I've got the headboard on, that's really good and all that. I just put it together, I thought, oh, no mattress." And Ricky went, "How did you not notice there wasn't a mattress?" And he went, "Oh, it's, and all this sort of stuff." And he went, "I phoned up my dad and went, can you get, where can you get a mattress from?" They're like 400 quid. And he goes, I'll call Alf, he's got one. So he had one in the back of a van. And he went, "Sorry, he was driving round with a mattress in the back of his van. What was he, a fucking serial killer?" And he was going, "Oh, I'll carry it in." I was carrying it in and that. And then Ricky interrupted and went, "And a dead prostitute rolled off it." It's just, so ridiculous. And, what happened to the old mattress? Well, it didn't work anymore. What, you mean the springs went? Well, sort of. My dad sawed a bit off it. I'm sorry? My dad sawed a bit off it. Why? Well, because he had to fit it between two cabinets and it was too big, so he sawed a bit off and then sort of gaffer taped it back together and stapled the bit back together. Oh, brilliant. He does run it as a B&B, doesn't he, Karl? It's ridiculous. I think we have to do something else to get in there. I'm not sure. There's a banana, so I think, from what little I remember, there's a monkey somewhere you can control. You can sort of possess the monkey and become a... Yeah. So that's all the the right-hand side of the street. There is more than one street, but we'll try and do it systematically so I don't miss anything. Oh, the KP plumbing thing was fucking genius. I'll play it, see what it does.
Hello, KP Plumbing. Yeah.
Hi, it's Bobby. I'm not going to make it in today, son. So I'll see you tomorrow, right, boy?
I can't run a business like this, Bob.
Really?
So go round to Sheila's if you want. You're not coming back here.
Oh, they cut it off. I suppose they're not allowed.
Give them one chance.
No, because they've done it before.
So yeah, Sheila was. So they said if you were running a company and it was snowing, would you let people have the day off? And he went, no, definitely not. And they had this ridiculous thing where Ricky, like, ring and all this, and they got Karl got properly. He loves getting into sort of role plays. And yeah, Ricky played this woman called Sheila, who went, "Oh, you're gonna fire me because I'm gonna take you to a tribunal, you bald-headed wanker." And it's right, you're fired for that anyway. Right, you're in deep shit. And then Bob phoned up and said, "I live near Sheila. Yeah, she's really struggled. She's trying hard, not got the right tyres. So I won't be. And then I won't be coming in today. Tomorrow. See you tomorrow, right, boy?" And all that. And the bit they cut off was he said, "Right, go around to Sheila's if you want, but I'll tell you what, you're not coming back here. Fuck off!" And then put the phone down. Really angry. Brilliant. Oh, genius. Oh,
Yeah,
excellent.
He
Okay,
just
go
makes
on.
up this backstory as well, like instantaneously. Oh, he's done it before.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you didn't give him one chance, yeah, because they've done it before. Oh, brilliant. The phone box thing is hilarious. I'll try and leave more of a gap between stories or whatever, so you can input stuff if you remember it as well. Sorry. Right, so this is the phone box.
What you gotta do? You gotta give him some parrot's blood.
Okay, that was a weird call because that's two references in one. So the thing he said there was a doctor in the old days, right? We're talking, the days of leeches and that. So, no, what was it? He said, so he phoned up a doctor in America. No, it's not the days of leeches. If he's having a direct call to America from England, this is at least, 1960 something. It's not the days of leeches, is it? It's not medieval times. And all this, and he said, it was the line was bad and that. What you got to do, give him some parrot's blood. And all that, and he goes. So he went to the pet shop, got some parrots, took the blood out of them, injected them. Kid was fine. What it is, right, is that the line was bad. What he said was parents' blood, right, and he misheard him because of the line. So there you go. And they went. So this doctor, he's been struck off, I assume, for doing this because that's probably not legal, I imagine. And all this, and just this ridiculous thing of him trying to defend this doctor who probably didn't even exist in a story. He's probably Carl's body's going a bit weird there. Yeah, so it's one of those ridiculous things. I think there was more to that story, but I'm just can't think of any more to it. But yeah, right. So the other reference is there's some food in a telephone box. Now, hold on, sip, because I'm talking more. I have to drink more. So Carl's dad moved to Wales, I think, or I don't know if it was he moved there, or if it was a holiday, but he said there was a local shop, and I don't know if the local shop's around here or if it counts, but anyway, that might have been St Ives actually, so that might be part of the St Ives thing. St Ives is in Wales, I think. So yeah, he said the local shop, there was only like 8 people that used it, and so the bloke didn't think it was worth leaving open all day. So what they would do is that people would put their shopping list through the door and their money. He would take the money and then he would put their shopping in the phone box outside, which was also only used by like 8 people. He said, so you would go along, find your groceries and pick them up and go home. And he goes, my dad was loving that. And Ricky went, well, I mean, it's a handy system. He was like, because he was going to the post box and picking up all sorts. And Ricky went, no, he wasn't. What? He wasn't taking other people's shopping? Well, they hadn't picked it up yet. It wasn't anyone's yet. Brilliant. Because I imagine just them going, oh, our trust system's broken down. Who could it possibly be? Could it be one of the 8 people that have lived here for years? Or could it be the shifty mank fella that's moved in recently? And so, so his dad was basically nicking other people's groceries from a phone box or a trust system. Brilliant. Boswellox was a ingredient that Karl thought was ridiculous in shampoo because they've used up all the sensible ingredients. What's a sensible ingredient? I don't know, sodium or whatever. Boswellox though, and they didn't believe him that it was real, and he went, "It is, ceramide R and all that." He's gone and written it down. That was the start of... I'm getting the feeling that you're not allowed to swear in these games, which is why they've had to slightly censor certain things. So the full quote of that is, he's gone and written it down again, the little cunt! Because that was Ricky's intro to reading from Karl's diary, where he just... what's it called? The tune, slogan, whatever for it, got more and more angry as he went on. He's gone and written it down again! What was that, sorry?
The jingle.
Yeah, the jingle. It's like, oh, chimpanzee that, monkey news. And then he said, oh, he's gone and read it down again, cunt. And Steve went, that does sound very similar to the other jingle. And then Ricky fired back with, yeah, well, it has been written by the same person. So he went, yeah, good point. Right, I think this is a hidden alleyway. So let's, well, not hidden, but, no, we can't get down here. Oh, wait. No, this is the start again. Okay. So, just on a FYI or PS or whatever, I don't know how much anyone else is getting out of this if you've got no idea who Karl Pilkington is before we started, but
He
look it up.
searches for the food giver,
Oh.
the one known as Suzanne.
Yeah, Suzanne goes to the shop. She sent me once and there was too much choice, and I just went, right, come on, you're coming with me. She was ill. She went, I'm too hot, Karl, I've got a fever. And I went, we can sit in the fruit and, the frozen aisle. Made her worse, she was ill for another 3 days, but, true that, isn't it? I think that's... I don't know if that's a reference to anything else. And... what does that say? JSO? Not... Either that's a random bit of graffiti or I'm not getting the reference there. It's water, so... I'm not sure about that one.
Oh, ice, I don't know.
Oh, could be. Trying to think of any stories involving ice or water, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. Top of my roundy, baldy, manky head. Right, so the tank was a good one. I just want to see if there's any talky bits. You've got to get really close to stuff sometimes. Can we get in it? Or on it? No, okay. So the tank was his brother Mark Pilkington, who you never really see or hear of anything. Although, there is a documentary about the unemployment, and everyone's pretty sure he's in it, because there is a guy called Mark Pilkington, and he's got a Manchester accent. And he does mention that he used to be in the army, which he was at one point. So the assumption is it's his brother. But basically, he got I don't know what you call it, but fired from the army, kicked out, whatever. He went for a packet of fags in a tank. Went brilliant, and he went. Yeah, he just went down the shop and all this sort of stuff, and that, and trying it on with the sergeant's wife. He's a genius, Karl. It's like because they annoyed the sergeant. His mum annoyed the sergeant. She wrote him a letter, called him Chog. Because that's like a thing, like darling or whatever you call people in Manchester. And yeah, he was annoyed by that, and he got kicked out of the army. And the main reason was going for a packet of fags in a tank. So that's the tank reference there. So I mean, this is a fan game made by a fan for a fan, because a lot of this is out of context. So you'd have to know the context. Anything around here? There's a house here. There's a talkie thing there. Let's see.
Mrs. Battersby. Oh, she just doesn't shut up.
I don't know what that noise was, but yeah, Mrs. Battersby was a ghost that sat on his bed when he was younger and he stayed at an old house. Oh, that was the house where he had the calculator for company. That's why the calculator's back here, although that's not connected to the book and the Stinging Nettles stories. I'm not sure why they've been put together. Although they've only got so much space in this game, I guess. But yeah, this is supposed to be the story, and Mrs. Battersby stayed up all night and all that. And he goes, my mum remembers it. And it turned out it was a story that he didn't remember even happening. It was, my mum remembered it. So he doesn't even remember talking to this ghost. He just remembers her telling him about it. So, yeah. Right. Any talky thing there? Cordon Bleu. That's the supermarket he worked at, where he He's going, they had a go at me once because there was some chicken falling out of a bag, so I put 3 pence on a price label and put it on there. And I thought, well, it's going to go to waste anyway. Someone might buy it. There was I was about to say about the cage in the water and his new trainers, yeah. So, there's a talky bit, hold on.
And I got in, do you know those big metal trolleys?
Oh, yeah.
I got in one of them and pushed myself out into this lake. Boss was like, where's Karl? He's meant to be doing, facing up the beans. I said, well, I'm not getting out. I've got my trainers on. I'm going to wait for the water to go down the grid. I did get bored, and I sort of did a bit of a leap and a jump and got 1 foot wet.
So yeah, I thought I'd act that out as he was talking because I knew where that story was going. So yeah, he got in one of these cages and pushed himself out into a river for like a big puddle for a laugh. And yeah, I wasn't going to get my trainers wet. So yeah, he refused. If you don't get out of that puddle, you're fired, Karl, and all that sort of stuff. So they fired him from that job for not wanting to get out of a puddle. So yeah, let's see. Oh, Brett, that's he went when what's your wish when you were younger, Karl? What did you want to happen more than anything? And he sort of thought for a second and went, that my name was Brett. And they just laughed and went, I was not expecting that. Superpowers, X-ray vision. No, I want my name to be Brett. Right? And he said, so my mum, they started calling me Brett. What, they went along with it? Yeah, they started calling me Brett, right? But in the end, because I was like watching telly or whatever, I forgot my name wasn't Karl, so they went back to calling me Karl because Brett wasn't getting me attention. Brilliant. Okay, that's a back alley that we have to go down. Oh, that's the bakery, Manchester. Now, I know for a fact this is called Hagenbach's for a particular story. Okay, yeah, there's some cakes back here.
Right, so they used to chuck them round the back. Jam donuts, a few Congress tarts, but there's a chance that the cream might be off. Congress tart!
So the Congress tart thing is when he's held hostage. That's going to be his word to say that he's been held hostage. But he said, we used to take lunch money, spend it all in the arcade, and then my man worked at this bakery, right? And they used to throw the pies and stuff near the bins, and so we just had that brilliant eating out of bins. We weren't eating out of bins; they were still all right. Just the cream might be off, right? And then he told this story that he came home with a really bad stomachache because he'd had like 5 cream donuts, all of which were probably slightly off. And the bread probably would have been all right because it had just been a bit... I was doing a little Irish jig there. And we're slowly sliding out of it. The doctor came around and went, they told him what had happened. He's probably just had bad cream. And he went, Karl hasn't got Let me speak again. Karl hasn't got a lot longer to live, right? And then just left. And his mum was panicking. And when his dad came home, she went, Karl's not got long to live. What? Why? Well, he had some bad donuts. And the doctor came around and just said that and left. And he went, all right, I'll call the doctor. Goes, turns out it was a joke, right? And Ricky went, now, I don't want to cause aspersions on your mother or you, because obviously you were a child at the time. But I'm not trying to say I'm more intelligent than you, Karl, but I think if I was there, I'd have been able to tell the doctor was joking. I'm just saying that, As I bet the doctor went, oh, well, he's not got long to live then. All right, see you later then. And then his mum just took it seriously, and it was like, okay, we can tell where Karl gets it from then. So, yeah. Pilkey01 was his call sign when he had a CB radio. There's a lot of Pilkeys in the area, so I thought Pilkey01, so everyone, Pilkey02's open. Spud was here, what's that? The only story I can think is not to do with Karl, though, so I don't know if I'm thinking of the right story, but Steve said when he was at school, people weren't giving him a nickname, or at least not to his face. So he decided to tell everyone his name was Spud, because it sounded like the name of a sort of hard kid. And he goes, it didn't stick, though, so... But I can't think if that's a reference to anything particular with Karl. Not sure.
Well, it's probably just nicknames, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah, Spud and then Pilkey01 was his nickname on the radio. Yeah, it's probably just that. Okay. So, this is the list of stuff. Geroff Gates. Wet Knee Houston. I don't remember that one. I know the... Sorry, what was that?
That was the cage.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I missed the name of the sort of unlockable trophy thing. So the reference there is during Rockbusters once he went. The clue is the middle of a woman's leg fell into a puddle in Texas, and it was WH. It's like the answer is Wet Knee Houston. He went, no, no, it's not. So yeah, that's ridiculous. Do you get that reference?
Yeah.
Flies this way. So you'll get some of these. So
Yeah. Just a big pile of flies.
just a big pile of flies. Right? Yeah, it was this house he was supposed to look after, and there was a. I found this little bit of paper, right? It said flies, like flies this way. Followed the arrow, big sort of shelf in the corner with about 3,000 dead flies on it. Oh God, Karl, condom stuck on the top. It's just, and people thought he was making that up, right? Like most of his stories, and he actually took a camera. I don't know if anyone else has ever seen this clip, but him and his mate went with a camera to that house, and it was still there. Not the condom, obviously, because someone had removed it, but there was still loads of dead flies on this this shelf in a corner, and apparently it used to be some sort of institution for the insane or something. They went, right, well that explains that then. So okay, let's go to the monkey first. There's a thing there. There's a thing here and there, so I don't know if these are both different things, but I'll try this one first.
The boat. Didn't have any chimps there. It's rubbish, this.
That's when he went to Monkey World, and he goes about halfway there. I read the leaflet for the park, and it said they've got those little woolly monkeys, like little sort of ones that look like they're wearing a little furry jacket. I was going, and I went, they've got no chimps. Is that it? Oh, abort!
The boat. Didn't have any chimps there.
Same one.
It's rubbish, this.
It's rubbish, this.
The boat. Didn't have any
okay.
chimps there. It's rubbish, this.
I just want to check if this is the same as well.
The boat. Didn't have any chimps. The boat. Didn't have any chimps there. It's rubbish,
That
this.
monkey thing must be something else. I vaguely remember being able to control a monkey, but I'm not sure how to do it, but we'll work it out, I reckon. I think there's some sort of, not a power-up, but like a thing somewhere that, I think it unlocks this, what I was saying about earlier, because there's a banana over there. So we have to do something else first. Because this is sort of trigger-based, so... Okay, so... Tandy's, yeah.
Tandy's shut. Where's the rampack? Oh, God.
What?
So his dad got him I wanted to get a ZX81, right, like a Spectrum for Christmas, and he got him the wrong one. And he thought, I best just play it, see if I can enjoy it. Kept putting it, kept saying, you know, don't forget your RAM pack and all that. I said, where's the RAM pack? And my dad went, well, I've got you the stuff, that's enough. And I was like, I've got to go to Tandy's to get another one. Tandy's is shut. And he goes, it was a Saturday, and he goes, and this was back in the days when a weekend meant that shops were closed, and that was it. And yeah, so he said, I was so stressed, I was just sick, but just over the thing. And his dad was going, well, what are you being sick for, Karl? And he went, the RAM pack. It's just childhood trauma. So yeah, Tandy's was shut, so therefore closed. I like the fact that it's almost empty as well. Hugh Faze, that was another one.
I went to U-Phase. Just had to get like a bag of potatoes.
Of course you did, yeah.
And a loaf.
Yeah, so that was him saying that a teacher had a go at him because they were getting a lot of crime in the area. So they made everyone write diaries, thinking they'll write down if they do crime, and then we'll know who it was. But he goes, the teacher was having a go at me. Just make something up, Karl, because he kept writing the same thing every night. Went to Hugh Faze, got potatoes, bread and milk, went to bed. And he went, sorry, you got bread and potatoes every day. What were you eating for dinner? Chip sandwiches. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, that's why there's there you are. Yeah, there's some potatoes and bread there. I didn't notice that. Yeah, there you go. So that's just the same as the other shop, but with more potatoes and bread.
I could eat at night. I could eat.
Eat a knob at night. Yeah, he once said about what's that program called with the bugs and that? Can't remember, the jungle thing anyway.
I'm a celebrity.
That's it, yeah. And he said the thing they don't tell you about that is what makes it worse is that they're making you eat like kangaroo anus at like 8:30 in the morning, lots of stuff. And they went, oh, let me get some rice on my belly, and come back at night and I'll have it. What are you saying, Carl? I could eat a knob at night, and they went loop that, cut that to a funky house beat. If any DJs maybe play it in some of the gay clubs, and just let us know how that goes. And they said it as a throwaway joke, and he said, right. And the next, I think, show, he said, we were joking about that, obviously. We've had about 30 different versions sent to us. So we'll play some on the show, and yeah, it became a whole thing where it became like a dance mix. I could eat a knob at night over this ridiculous sort of high-energy dance beat that they'd asked for. So there you go. That's mixed with... So there's a couple of references mixed here. There's, is that an orange? Oh no, wait, I saw this before, didn't I? The dance club when he was a kid, which isn't... no, that was Twiggy's dance club. So, that other reference was a different thing. So, he used to do robotics on Lino, because it was the 80s and everyone was doing it. And, you want to come to Twiggy's and that? I went along, but it was shut. They were just having some toilet rolls delivered. And I said, I've come to have a dance. And they went, not tonight, you haven't, son. And that was it. I never went back. And they went, brilliant, what a waste of an anecdote. That's the truck that's delivering the toilet rolls to the dance club. Pilkey's Making Music. Now, that is a genius name, because that was his, when he tried to be a DJ for a little while as a teenager. And he said, my friend, his name was Colin Makin. Why do I remember this stuff? He said, because the lights were in his name, Makin, because he'd had them made or whatever, so we called it Pilkey's Making Music, which is brilliant. And he said, I just wanted to do enough to pay for the equipment, and then I quit. And it was like, well, why were you bothering to do it then? I don't know, a bit of fun, isn't it? All this sort of stuff, so they were having a go at him, so yeah. More toilet rolls. This might be Victoria Plum.
Remember Victoria Plum?
Yeah.
My mum's into gnomes and stuff.
Oh, was that it? Okay. So yeah, that was the thing where he... I thought there'd be more to it than that.
Remember Victoria Plum? My mum's into gnomes and stuff.
Oh, I thought I'd pressed the button and maybe cancelled it. So yeah, that was the whole thing where he as a child, he did his paper and saved that loads of money. He was desperate to get his mum a nice present, and then he took her into the shop where it was, and she said it was awful before she knew he'd bought it for her, and he went, oh. And I said he'd already wrapped it, so... 86. 86. Was that the name? There was a monkey, and he said so many of them were in show business that they couldn't give them names anymore, so they had to give them numbers. So one of them was called 86, or was that? That could be 1986. Don't know what reference that would have though if it was the year. So I'm guessing that's the name of a monkey. Is that everything? We've still got to work out the thing with the monkey. So, bonus, I don't know how you get those, but we're only missing one, which I think is to do with... Oh, maybe you have to find all the rest of them before this opens. Yeah, they are. So you have to find the other 20-something for this to open. I think this gets you...
Turns out, little monkey fella.
Turns out, little monkey fella and that. So I don't know if these are all the same now. Bonus 1, yeah. So, banana 1. Okay. How do we activate finding them? Because that's clearly a bonus thing. Have we got to press a button or something? Actually, I never thought to check any of the other buttons if they do anything. That's music. Square, triangle, circle. I mean, I assume if that banana was... I don't know. Huh. I don't know if we can do other stuff as the monkey that we couldn't do with Karl. If we go to the... Yeah, so Karl's still standing there, so if we switch... We go back to Karl to switch back. So, yeah, I don't know. Huh. Because obviously I've not really... For what little we played of this on the last stream, I should explain, we probably did the right-hand side of the road and then a little bit of the left. I don't think we even finished this area before. So I don't know what else you can do. If assuming this lasts more than one stream, I'll try and look up in between streams where the bonuses are. That hasn't unlocked number 8 either. Huh. That must mean there's a talking point somewhere that we've missed.
Remember Victoria Plum?
Oh.
My mum's into gnomes and stuff.
That was weird. If you stand there, you can activate both at the same time. Huh. Right. Do we actually have to press buttons near these for them to count as... Yeah, I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with this, so I'll get back Karl and we'll go to London, I guess.
Turns out little monkey fella.
Have you mashed down the fence where the banana is? Oh, maybe.
Turns out little monkey fella.
Unless running into it counts, because there's not really anything you can do with the monkey other than jump, because it's not really a highly interactive sort of game, but I think that's the edge of the world, as it were. I mean, I could try running into different fences, but it'd just be like Doom, where you're just humping every surface to see if there's a hidden door, so...
Alf's got one in the back of a dirty old van.
Let's see... Because, I mean, he doesn't jump any higher than Karl, so it's not exactly, you know... Oh, maybe I can go to the rocket centre as the monkey. No. Launch the rocket. There you go. Wait, what's that up there?
Hit the left button.
Oh, yeah, look, because they can't swear. Head like a fucking orange. I never noticed that before. The fact that we're missing one talking point makes me think that we've just missed one, yeah. Well, maybe we can climb over these now. I don't think so, but... Oh, you can. Hold on. They are. Yeah. Oh, maybe we have to do this as Karl, although... Yeah. Here we go.
You had a chimp. Had to thump it in the head.
One of my dad's mates, he had a chimp, had to thump it in the head. How did you find out about that, Karl? Well, my dad knew I was into monkeys and that, and he said Benny thumped one. And I was like, okay. So, yeah.
You had a chimp.
That's the same thing.
Had to thump it in the head.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Can we get on top of the tank? No, okay. I was wondering if we could stand on that bit of...
Maybe from behind.
Yeah, maybe. Hold on, I can't seem to... Oh, let me go around the other side again, get a better look. Come on. I don't think the hitbox of the monkey is actually any bigger, because if you notice, whenever he stands next to something, his arms and head go through it anyway, so... It's kind of tricky. Tricky Ricky. Right, okay. So, we can't get any closer than here. There we go. Alright. Does that give us anything? Doesn't look like it. So we should be looking on buildings then. High up buildings. Is there anything on top? Oh, I should have looked from the top of the tank, shouldn't I?
How many are left, anyway?
Did we go here? Yeah. Maybe there was one on this fence on the other side. Hold on, let me look at the list again. Okay, so that was... Okay, so that means there's at least another banana then. See, the thing is, to tag things, you've got to have talking points. So that orange is just a reference to the fact that Karl Pilkington's got a head like one. Oh! I've just remembered something. Hold on. I vaguely remember when we played a little bit of this before that we somehow managed to turn his head into an orange. So...
Turns out little monkey fella.
So I'm guessing... I don't know if I tried to press it with Karl.
You don't see an old man having a Twix.
It's weird, isn't it?
Can't remember how you do that now. Oh, there we go. The rocket's launched. So that's what that is. So I'm just thinking, are these in order of where you find them? Team Pop radio station. Play music. For what? Or you mean turn it on and off? I don't think that makes any difference, sadly. Okay. So, I mean, we didn't look properly round here. Oh, that's just a... yeah, okay. So, oh yeah, the monkey gets put back in his enclosure, I guess. Maybe it was in the enclosure. Oh no, wait, it's not.
Monkey fella.
Let's go back to his actual enclosure, because...
The boat didn't have any chimps there. It's rubbish, this.
Okay, that's just the whole area, I think. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, there's the little furry monkeys. I didn't spot them before.
The boat didn't have any chimps there. It's rubbish, this.
Okay. Is this the same thing as well?
The boat.
Yeah, it's just the whole area.
It's rubbish, this.
I'm genuinely not sure then. Yeah, I think if I remember rightly, the way I found out this even existed is because there was a video on YouTube, and I think they got all the secrets, but I didn't watch it. I just knew that it existed. I've got to get this. Yeah, I'm not sure. I assume it'll be... It's got to be somewhere hard to get to, because otherwise we'd have found it already, surely. Unless the bananas count on the floor. Because this isn't a square prompt, so... We did this.
Suzanne's moaning about the boiler again. That's starting to play up. That's my problem.
Right, okay. Do we respawn if we... the monkey? Actually, you can get a look at the outside of the map there. I doubt there's anything down there, because that'd be ridiculous, but... No, okay. The rock's floating in the air, so... So yeah, I'm genuinely not sure. I'll have to go back see if that's unlocked it or not, but I don't think it has. Yeah, so we're missing at least one banana, 2 something else, and 1 basic talking point. Huh. I definitely remember being able to turn Karl's head into an orange somehow. Oh, unless it's...
Chanel have got another
They are.
perfume out. New odour.
There's not a group called New Odour.
No, it's cryptic.
It's not, that doesn't mean cryptic!
So yeah, so I didn't spot that, because it's... Yeah, the Chanel have got a new perfume out. Oh, they are. You can Chanel New Odour number 5. Yeah, New Odour. So there you go. So New Odour. So we've got all 18 of those. Yeah, I didn't realise that. What? Yeah, I thought this talking point was the actual board itself, but apparently not. So I don't know how you get the other 3 bonuses, but
Bananas around the area.
it must be, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it might not all be bananas. However, the fact that there's banana 1 and... I'm glad we didn't find banana 2 first, because then I'd have thought maybe the other 3 things are something else. But now we know for a fact that there's a banana number 2 somewhere. It's... I don't know, actually. I don't know where else to look, because I only found that upper area, but however you can... can actually ride with the monkey in his car. I wonder what happens if you get to the end when you're in the car. Probably just pushes you off, I imagine. The music won't come back on even if I press the... Oh, there you go. Okay. I mean, if anyone's got any thoughts or ideas on maybe... I'll try and get back on the top of the tank then, but other than that, I really can't think of anything. Right, where was it? It's around the other side.
Can you get behind the houses?
What, on this side?
Yeah.
Maybe. There's a fence there. I mean, there's water back there, so my assumption is that's the edge of the map. You can't get through there. You can't get through there because this is like a solid sort of area. You can't get through the hole. Again, you think, could you get through there as Karl though? No, I've tried, because honestly the hitbox is exactly the same. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. There we go. Nice. Okay. This feels like I shouldn't be back here, because that building's not solid. What is this? Oh, this is yeah. This feels like I've glitched rather than somewhere I'm supposed to be. Because you can't get out through there anymore. And I'm pretty sure, now we've done this, we can't actually get back in. Oh, unless... Hold on. We can get on that roof. Yeah, here we go. Right, this is round, so it means we can walk off here. Yeah, look, these aren't detailed, they're all flat, because I don't think you're supposed to be back here. Unless... We're going to fall off the map in a minute. Oh, hello!
Ah, you found it. The last piece of absolute nonsense.
That was one of his, that was the whole poem. He wrote some poems. It would be spiteful to put jellyfish in a trifle. That's his other one. I'll see if I can see if I'm enough of a Karl Pilkington nerd to remember the words to the other version.
Well, there's a bit of grass over there.
What, over here?
Yeah. Okay, there's nothing in there.
Okay, I wonder. Yeah, it's a good point. Now I wonder if I could. Thing is, if I fall off, am I going to have to come all the way back round? There wouldn't be too much trouble. I just want to see if I can.
I was just making sure there wasn't anything in the grass.
No, fell off. Okay, you can't get back then. Right, let's do that again then. Yeah, so his other poem was something like oh God, what was it? Oh, you literally can't go that way. There's an invisible wall. Okay, well that was one of the surprises, I guess, or whatever bonuses. Oh wait, hold on. Is it? No. Okay. God, how did that poem start? I better fall out today. It'd probably be easier just to fall off and come back. It's kind of hard to get up from this side. Is there? Oh, actually, have I got to press a button there? That was weird. I got vibration from the controller then, but at no other point in that game has that happened. What's that? Hold on. Oh, it's just part of the building. Okay. All right, let's fall off and start again then. All right. I don't. Sorry.
Find the list again.
Yeah, actually, good point. Because I don't know what that counts as unlocking. Okay, a poem for thee. Right. So there's at least one banana, at least one other thing. So I could get on that roof. So let's try that. There we go. I think it's just start. Oh, hold on. There's another play session. Hold on. Wrong button. No, that's the wrong button as well. No, that's the wrong button as well. Okay. No, pressed everything but the right one. Alright, okay. Dum 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 dum. Give me a moment, people. Okay. Yeah, it was something like I don't like jellyfish. They're not a fish. They're just a blob. They don't have eyes, fins, or scales like a cod. They float about in the sea. They just float about in the sea and sting people. I can't remember the last line. And then it was You can't have them with chips or mushy peas. Get rid of them. That was it. That was his poem about jellyfish. Okay, there's one of two things I can do here. I don't think I'll make that jump though. Oh, hello. Wait, was that? I thought I spotted one over there. Right, we've got to go up here at least. Doesn't look like there's anything up there, so I don't know if it's worth trying to get up there. You can get onto that windowsill and then down to there, but I don't think there's anything on there. Oh shit, I fell down. Oh yeah, I'm stuck on this side of the invisible... Oh no, hold on. Can I, oh, I think I'm... Okay. We couldn't get here before, so... so I glance around. What? There?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I didn't realise that was... Wow. I think this might be out of bounds. Something tells me it is. Because I can't move any further than I am now, so unless there's a... thing... Okay. Okay, Catatonia. Says Batman took a turn for the worse, I see. Too much to drink the previous night. Yeah, he's turned into a little chimp fella. Right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything down there because I'm not getting any talking points. No, okay. Unless that is the secret, but I doubt it because they'd have said something. Yeah, we finished with Batman. We did the... Oh, speaking of which, for anyone who's still around later, I do want to show Yakobu a couple of things I found him. Oh, they are. That's how you fell out the map to rescue yourself. Right, okay. There's a couple of things I found in Batman that are brilliant. They're both Easter eggs that I don't think I could have found without looking them up. There are loads, but it's the two that got me the most, I think. So I'll have to show you them. Because I've already seen them, but to get your sort of... get your reaction. No, see, there's nothing on that side of the house. I can't see anything under the window box there. We can get up this high. But I don't... No, see, there's nothing up here. So, unless it's on the window box on that house... That fart noise was from the house below, not me. Okay, we have to be careful. I don't know if you could have done this as Karl. Maybe it'd be easier. Because again, I don't think there's much difference in their hitboxes or anything. There we go. Right.
A kid used to take a horse into the house.
Sorry. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, Neddy.
Let's switch back to Karl and see if this is any easier.
Turns out little monkey fella.
Let's go back to the checklist first, just on the off chance that we've unlocked something by accident. I think the only difference is that the monkey moves a little bit quicker. I can't really tell any difference other than that.
Tandy's shut. Where's the rampack? Oh god.
No, okay, so I don't know if we have to find other things other than the rocket, but that was pretty obvious, so... unless... Well, I was going to say if the rocket was one of the secrets, but then it's not listed on the bonuses, so I don't think so. Right, okay, so let's see if we can do this as Karl. Because I don't think speed was really our problem anyway. But maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he's easy to get in places. Right. And then, maybe the monkey can jump higher then. Trouble is, you got to sort of get a semi... Yeah, I think the monkey did jump higher. Okay. Right, okay. Didn't know that for sure. Know that now. I'm surprised this doesn't have a talking point, but oh well. But yeah, as I say, because obviously Catatonia wasn't in from the beginning, I don't know how much joy anyone's going to get out of this if they've got no idea who Karl Pilkington is, but...
Turns out little monkey fella.
But I'm explaining the stories as I go along, so... Yeah, he definitely jumps higher, look. So this will be handy. Right. All I can think is that we've got... If it's not at the end, then I've got no idea where else we can go. Right, we can make that jump, but it's risky. I'd rather do it over the front, I think. As dodgy as this is. Come on. There we go. Right. No! Oh, fucking tits. Right, okay, yeah, so that's a downward slope, so we've got to jump as soon as we land, I think. Because if that jump's difficult to make with the monkey, there's no way you'd make that with Karl. So... Right, okay. Now we've got to try and get onto that flat bit. We sort of have to do this from the front, I think. Again, dodgy, but... Although there is a place to land there, so that would be handy. Tandy's is short. Right. Come on. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, there's no way of getting back up from this side, isn't there? Or, well, actually, no. Oh, yeah, because there's an invisible wall, so you can't get to the bush. Right, okay. I'll have one more proper go at this, and then we'll move on, I think. And I'll look up later on to see if there is anything over there, because I don't even know if this journey is worth doing, because I'm just guessing there's something over on that roof over there. Or on halfway down the building, like from the, not window box, I don't know what you call it, but like a stick out bit with windows on it. Right, get onto a flat thing. Now if I jump from here... Yeah, oh, fuck! Right. Come on. God, I'm really hot all of a sudden. Yeah, if you keep hammering jump, it does give you slightly better stability, or at least it feels like it does. Right, let's see. Try and go slightly too far forward, because then if I land on the slope, I can hammer the jump button to get back up. Right, slow down. Right, okay. Right, I'm just trying to look to see if I can see anything up there. I don't know how you would get from here to the next one, though, because it's higher up. So... maybe I don't need to. Maybe I just need to go to here. If we can get onto that... I don't see this being possible, though. No. Oh, maybe we could jump from the van. Hold on. If we get onto the thing there, and then... Yeah, there we go. Okay, it is possible to get on there, then. Right. Right. Then, but there's nothing up there, so I don't... Unless you have to fall down that side. Oh. Right, and then... Okay, this would make us fall down there. That's where Karl is anyway. So that's a bush to help you get back, I imagine. That's actually... I didn't notice that. The bushes are just trees, but the trunk's hidden below the ground. Saves on resources, I suppose. Hello? Oh, this is where the monkey going through town starts, I guess. Like the model or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Duh. Maybe we can go up this side. There's rocks on this side, so... Although... Get a better look from up here. Okay, I don't see anything on that side of the fence. Possibly on this side? No, don't see anything down there. Oh, possibly from the monkey enclosure we could have jumped on the fence over that bush, but... don't know if this take us anywhere. This is still the other side of the fence. That would take us back there. Oh! No, we got to that one, didn't we, already? I thought I got excited then, because I saw one that we hadn't seen before. So this is basically where we started, I think, in terms of getting on roofs and things. Wait, what was that?
Just a bit of a fence.
Oh, yeah. I thought I saw something. I thought, oh, brilliant. Oh. Okay. So, might be... yeah, it's that thing of, oh, I think I'm stuck, but then if you keep hammering jump, you do keep going upwards, so, oh, no, unless you do that. Right, so I can't imagine how else you get the other ones then. I really can't. So we might have to move on to London, and I'll have to fill you in on the next stream how we get those. I don't know if there's another stream's worth of content here though, because I mean we're only sort of an hour deep now and we've done most of it already, so I might look it up while I'm on stream actually. I could do that now actually to see how close I was. Let's see if this is something that I even got anywhere close to doing. I'm pretty sure there's a guide here. Dreams Pilkington. Dreams 100% walkthrough. There we go. We got most of it. Okay, let's see. Get off gates. Right. Okay. So up to 18. Congress. Oh, these are in a different order to how they were on the list. Brilliant. So, intro, fix the buoyant. Yeah, okay, so these are just bonuses. So, potato. Not Monkey World. Potatoes and bread. Ram pack, yeah. How many of these? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so 20. One of them's the intro and one of them's the outro. So taking those away, that's 23. So, poem for the land dive. We haven't got that. How do we get that? Oh, okay. I didn't even think we could do that. Right, okay, that's interesting. Apparently it's up there somewhere. So apparently we didn't go up high enough. I didn't think you could get up any higher than we'd already been. Okay. Oh, yeah, I completely missed this. So there's a little jumpy platform. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting it to do that. I genuinely wasn't expecting it to bounce. I thought I'd stand on it for better ballast, but yeah, you've got to bounce and then, okay. Okay, sort of. Okay, there we go. I didn't see what it was. Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
This is high up, this. It's a lot higher than I thought, this.
That was in Idiot Abroad when he was going to do the, the thing, and he didn't want to. This is a lot higher up than I thought. And then he ended up jumping from about 5 feet, and then Ricky made fun of him on the phone and go, "You realise if Steve Merchant fell over and hit his head would have hit the ground from higher up than you jumped." So that's that. Right, okay, so land dive. So that should... what? What happened there? Huh. It walked me outside the map for some reason. So that should unlock... there we go. Yeah, banana 4. So, assuming these are in order, these last few, a poem for the... And then land dive, thump its head, we got that one. Little monkey fella, chimpanzee that. That's the only one we're missing, I think. If you've got any ideas in the meantime, let me know, but... Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Again, another one of those things that I didn't even think was possible. And yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, I should have thought we were jumping onto vehicles to get over things, weren't we? We never tried jumping on this though. That should have been the clue, I guess. All I saw was him jumping to a rooftop. I haven't seen what it is or where it is or anything, so it's somewhere up here. That is way too shiny for a rooftop. Right, and then jump across the Hagenbacks. And then, yeah, it's on this rooftop up here, look. Nice.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
So that's the tune to Monkey News. Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, you He was just to finish it off by going, you It's like, is that the jingle? Yeah, it is, yeah. Alright, okay. So, yeah, there you go. So, we found everything but, I think, 3 things on our own. Thank you, Neo. But, I mean, I wanted to find them all on stream just to show, you know, that it was a thing you could do. So, I think London this way. So if we go to this, yeah, go to London. Yes. I don't know what
his way back to London.
So this I have not seen at all. I've not even seen a video of this. So this is interesting. So we'll see how much of this we can get done. To Manchester St Ives. Okay. So there'll probably be a separate checklist for this area, and then all right. 104.9, that was the frequency for the old XFM radio show they did. 104.9. I kicked me eye. That was, when, yeah, he said Kung Fu fighting was big, and it could kick me eye. And my dad got me to do it, and I was so impressed that I forgot to put my foot down, fell over, and now I've got nerve trouble in my legs. So, yeah, apparently, that's why. So... okay, just want to check there's nothing under the stairs there, because I know how crafty they are now. No, okay. Don't think there's anything there anyway.
This is hard work now.
This is hard work now, right, come on. I can't remember what that was a quote about, but it's funny that that was in there. I do remember being able to turn his head into an orange, though. And we never worked that out, I just realised. I'm pretty sure it was something to do with that orange... graffiti on the wall, but I couldn't work out what I had to press to activate it, so...
The boiler. What's that doing there?
Okay. There was Karl's boiler, why not?
So... I'm not sure if that reference was in the first part of it, but they must have added... I mean, it says that they added the things, but they must have just sort of moved that to this section and...
Oh, actually, yeah. Maybe if we find the orange thing in this area, maybe they moved it to this one. That's a good thought, actually. Well, what else have we got up here? Oh, yeah. these are 2 different stories, but we'll see what he says first.
Boys. What's that? If you're going to have this, where's a bit of the other?
So he went to a... dentist, and it was Posh Doctors in Harley Street, so they had loads of magazines. They didn't have to open a news agency, and so I thought my magazine Boys with a Z, right? And he said I looked, and there was just like fellas with their knobs out and that, and I thought, I don't know why gay fellas look at other people's knobs when they got one of their own, right? And all this sort of stuff. And the other thing is UFO Data. He said his mum was asking him to find this magazine called UFO Data. She said, I've seen it in one of my ghost magazines. So yeah, because now we know where Karl gets his love of the paranormal from, because Mama Pilkington's into the same shit. So there you go. This looks like something that would be a secret. Yes. Go, no. No. Ah, there we go. Look behind BB. Okay, so we've got to answer this clue to know where we're going. Cryptic clue. Stiller, Affleck and Kingsley are all giants. Big Ben, I'd have thought. Yeah? Ben Stiller, Ben Affleck, Ben Kingsley. Yeah.
That's like the cryptic clue.
Oh, that's it.
That's like the cryptic clue.
Rockbusters. Okay. Oh, we could have got here from the other side, so I don't suppose it matters. Okay. That wasn't a secret. Well, I suppose it's secret-ish. So this whole thing is he goes, oh, I took my day off, so I went to the cobblers, and he said, then where was it? Because the cobblers, where was it from? Across the road from the candlestick maker and the toffee shop, and he said about the candlestick maker, yeah. And the thing is, Karl was in a hurry because he had to get to the pea green boat in the harbour, because he lives in a fairy tale, and yeah, the toffee shop thing was, he said, oh, there's too much choice now. I go to the supermarket, I get overwhelmed and go, come on, Suzanne, you've got to do the shopping, I can't do it. And all this sort of stuff. And he says, you know, you go to a toffee shop and, sorry, a toffee shop? Do we need top hats? Are we living in a Dickens tale? Is this 1873? What's happening? And so you go to the toffee shop and he goes, there's too much toffee. How many choices of toffee should they have then? Just one and that's it? Well, I mean, some choices good. I mean, have two, you know. It's just this weird, fanciful sort of thing.
Suzanne's shoes needed to go to the cobblers, right?
I haven't heard the word cobblers.
I didn't even know cobblers still existed.
I only ever see that in Christmas films.
Well, I had to go and do that, and that suddenly...
Because last time you were going to the toffee shop, do you live in Narnia?
I should have let him talk and then told that story, I suppose. But yeah, do you live in Narnia? Just the casual nature.
If you go into a toffee shop, there's like loads of
Sorry?
different...
Where are you going to find a toffee
So
shop?
you're in a fairy tale.
Yeah, you're in a Dickens tale in the 19th century.
You're in Shrek. And
You go into a toffee shop. Good morrow.
Well, forget the toffee
Could I
shop.
have some of your finest Oxfordshire toffees?
I remember him doing that accent as well. Your finest Oxfordshire toffees. Ridiculous. Oh, that's so funny. My eyes are watering. I'm laughing so much. Oh dear. Right, that's the outside. Okay. Right. Hopefully there's a checklist somewhere in this town as well. I wonder if we can get it looks like we can get onto that roof from this bush, but I think we'd need something with higher jumping ability, so... what is this? I don't know hold on. The wife of Brian. I want to see if there's anything on the other side. Hold on. Cheapest chimps coming soon. Yeah, they were film ideas that Karl had. There's a whole massive story behind that, but frozen fish. Just trying to think of what the reference would be. Could be when his dad used to pack fish in a thing. I'm not sure.
I went to the supermarket to get tonight's tea.
Oh.
On the way, I stopped and looked in the fishmongers at all the different fish they had. It's like a kids' TV show.
I know.
Mr. Pilkington went to the fishmonger. He stopped and looked at all the fish in the window.
Hello, Mr. Dilkington, they said.
A letter delivered to him. It was addressed to Mr. Dilkington, and they couldn't stop laughing. The first sentence read, "Dear Mr. Dilkington, you are one of my most valuable customers." I threw it in the bin. Oh dear. Oh, those moved. I don't think anything else has moved so far. This could be... Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure I know what this story is, and I can see a monkey up there.
There's someone working high up. Who's that? Who's the fella up there? Right? And that's where that's saying about, you know, like there's a lot of tower blocks and that's like the chimp off the old block. So that's monkey news.
So that's monkey news, alright, see you later. Yeah, I had a feeling that was what that was. Oh, the banana will let us turn into a monkey. Okay, we'll have to remember that for later on, because I want to do all the Pilky stuff first. Oh, the ladder fell over. Oh, short ladders. Yeah, okay. So, I didn't realise there would be other people in this game. Oh, I know what that reference is as well. Okay, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. So, Short Ladders was a ridiculous story he told about these firefighters who had to rescue someone from a tower block. So, is there a tower block nearby that would reference? I don't think so. And he said, oh, they hadn't got... we bought the short ladders. Right, so there was a zoo nearby, so they thought, right, let's get a chimp. Whoa! Why is that the next stage of working out what we've got to do? And he was like, oh, they put a little uniform on it because they didn't want people to be scared when it got up there. And it's like, no one would care, Karl. If you were burning to death in a building and a monkey came to save you, you'd let it. You wouldn't give a shit whether it was a monkey or not. It's like they put it a uniform. Hold on. Where are they getting the uniform from? The station. Oh, excuse me, Sarge. Shall I get the longer ladders? No time. Get the uniform. Get the uniform that's specifically got really short legs and really long arms. You're an idiot. Oh dear. This is the. Oh, no, I'll see what he says first, and then I'll expand upon it.
There's 2 doors, Karl.
Yeah.
One
Right.
leads to heaven, one leads to hell. You have to ask one question to find out which is which, and then go through the door you want. What question do you ask?
Can't look through the keyhole or anything. I've got to ask them a question. I can't just sort of have a feel of the door to see if there's any heat or anything.
Yeah. So can I get over the rope? All right. Okay. Yeah. So the thing was, he's going. One of them's lying all the time. So the thing is, one of them always tells the truth, and one of them always lies. And then, or maybe knocking over that ladder was a good thing, because then you can use it to. Although there's a monkey power up, so we'll use that later. So yeah, he says, "Can I get near the door to touch him?" And they went, "No." And he went, "Imagine, if you will, there's a I don't know, say there's a rope to stop you, like outside a nightclub. So that's why the rope's there." And he says, they're twins and that, right? Yeah, I mean they're identical. But would they be next door neighbours like that? Sort of stuff. He's kind of these ridiculous things. And he's going, he goes, right, okay, I've got it. Ricky went, go on then. And they decided, Ricky and Steve decided between themselves which one was guarding heaven and which one was guarding hell. Right, okay, we won't tell Karl. And then Karl went, right, I've got some post here for God. It's not a question, Karl. Wait, I haven't finished it. I've got some post here for God. I've got to deliver it to him because he's got to sign for it. Which one of you's got it? Oh, he's behind my door. Steve, do you want to answer that as well? Yeah, he's behind my door. Right, come on, lads. I'm just trying to do a job here. That was what the title was for, just trying to do a job here. So, yeah, so he came up with all these ridiculous things. And the answer in the end, and people thought they were really clever, but what Ricky failed to do was he left out one of the key rules about this game. So he said, what you've got to ask them is, he said, the pressure isn't to get this right. The pressure is once I've told you the answer to be able to understand it. Because most people are... and how it works. Oh, sorry, yeah, I knew that would probably happen because I pressed it against myself. So yeah, the pressure is not to get it right, stand the correct answer once I've given it to you, because most people hear it and go, I don't get it. What it is you ask either one of them, because you can only ask one of them, but you don't know which one you're asking. You ask them what the other one would say about the door they're guarding, because then the person who tells the truth will go, well, he's going to say heaven, because he's telling the truth, and that bloke would say heaven even though he's lying. However, if you ask the liar would know that the other guy's going to tell the truth and say heaven, so he'd say he's guarding hell. So what you've got to do is, whichever one you ask that to, you then open the opposite door to what the other person says they're guarding. So if they say they're guarding hell, then you open that one, and if they say they're guarding heaven, then you open the other one. So it's kind of a cross sort of logical thing. But people were saying, hold on, if one of them always lies, one of them always tells the truth, can't you just go, am I wearing shoes? And just say to one of them, and the one who's telling the truth will go, yeah, and the one who's telling the lie will go, no, and it'll be really obvious. But the rule that Ricky left out was that they've got no, I can't think what the term is, but prior knowledge or something. The only things they know about are themselves, the doors, and what's behind them. They don't know about anything else. So they can't answer questions like, is this a piece of cheese or whatever, if you had some in your pocket. So, because otherwise it would just be way too easy. So yeah. And they said, if you think the solution's different to that, it isn't. You've got it wrong. So, yeah. So there you go. I assume, yeah, if we become the monkey, do we start up there? That'd be interesting, because we could probably get to the roof of Big Ben, because it looks flat. No, it is pointy. Okay. Right, we had to look behind Big Ben, didn't we, for a thing. Ah, a collectible. Interesting.
Ladder 49, there it is.
Brilliant. It's in there.
Giving away one a week for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So that was the Carl's got depressed. What's Whee! He's gone a bit. I've gone a bit wrong. Oh. I don't know what's happened to Karl there. We'll have to walk around like this.
I know before in the first part, but I don't
If he's a
know what-
potato or a nut, it's a foodage.
I'm trying to see if I can reorientate the top half of his book because it thinks he's standing up, but he's not, and I don't know. Maybe it was because I did this. I'm not sure. Weird.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like pretending to be a dog.
There's a weirdly untextured. Oh, yeah, that was Karl's dad's thing about we went to go on the London Eye, and he said the trick there, son, is wait till loads of disabled people are getting on, because then you get longer on the ride. And he said, what do you mean? He went, well, it takes them longer to get on and off in the capsule, so you get on just as they're about to get on, and then it takes them ages to get around. It's like brilliant. Okay.
That's only whilst you're sat still, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, you get in, and then as it turns, it's constantly having to stop to let other people on, and if they're disabled, then the assumption is that they'll take longer to get on, or something, and if there's already people on it, then it'll take longer for them to get off by the time you... Thanks, Neo. Limp Bizkit reference there, which is not a band I've thought of in the last 30-something years, but there you go. Stream clips... It's hilarious because I've got all their albums somewhere. Well, not all of them, but all the ones up to about 99 or whatever. There's like 3 of them. I bought them all the same day because I really liked a couple of their songs, and then I think I listened to them like once, and then that was it. So, but yeah. He does look like he's. Has anyone ever seen that episode of oh god, what's it called? Whose line is it anyway? Where they have this thing called party quirks, and they have to turn up to the party with various sort of weird things, like they're a celebrity that can't do whatever, and they have to, you know, the other person has to work out what's happening. Oh. That was weird, his head almost pinged off. Roll away. Trouble is with your red, Karl, if they cut it off in a guillotine, it would just keep going, because it's perfectly round. Oh, hold on. He stood up then. If I jump like this, and then... It's the camera.
Yeah.
The camera now thinks he's stood up, but he's not. Whereas if I do that, look, he stands up.
Click R3 or something.
Yeah, I'm wondering that. Yeah, it's thrown itself off. Oh, unless... Oh, motion controls.
Ah.
But why is it... Yeah, I can't play with the controller in this position, but he is standing up. I didn't realise this had motion controls. Huh. I wonder if I turn the controller off and then turn it back on, that might fix it. I'll try, hold on. Right, okay, I should be back. Rewind. How do we, oh shit, I didn't see it. Back. Oh, okay, there we go. Right, okay. So, I can make him... I didn't realise I could make him do that. So it thinks that I had the controller pushed forwards, but I didn't, so there you go. Okay. Yeah, it's lucky I found that, because we'd have had to have done the whole game with him lying down otherwise.
There's a thing on the wall over there.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh yeah, okay, so... Using my fables and that. I'm using my fables. Well, don't use your fables, use your fucking brain for once. Can't remember even what that was about. What was it? Can't remember the story, unfortunately, but it was something where he was trying to use a fable, but it wasn't working because he was using it out of context, so... oh. Attention, Cheeky Freak of the Week has been cancelled. Next week, The Rice is Right. What is this? Is this, Oh, I think this is XFM, maybe. Yeah, they are. XFM, brilliant. Huh. Oh, there you go. There's their little studio. Oh, wow, for sale. Okay, we've got to do this in order, because otherwise I'll miss something out. So, we didn't look at Big Ben actually. We should do that while we're here still.
Sick of seeing it. It's like a pylon.
So that wasn't about Big Ben. That was about the pyramids. No. Oh no, that was it. It was what's the giant Jesus statue in Rio de Janeiro? Christ the Redeemer. It's
Right.
yeah, it was that, and he said the thing. Oh, it's like a
Mic.
pylon. Sorry.
The mic went for
Oh.
a second. It's back now, but it's fine. Well, was. Oh no, you've unplugged it now. Think back.
Hello.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I slightly knocked it, and I tried to readjust it, and it made it worse.
Yeah.
Right. Can we get to Euston? Nope. Okay. What was the reference with Euston? Can't remember. That's a train station in England for anyone who might not know who's watching this. It's in London, so it should be here. It's London Euston is an underground station, so it does make sense that it would have stairs. I honestly can't remember the reference though. So let's look at this. So he tried to do a quiz called that I think it was That Song Sounds Good or something like that. It was some shit name anyway, but it was basically he'd cut the words out of other songs and then make up a phrase that they'd said once on the show, and then you had to name the. Well, it flicked because they never actually had a set of rules. But so first of all, they said you've got to name the songs. Then they went, oh, it's kind of ambiguous which song it might be. Let's just name the artist. And then Karl went, oh, and all that. And he put in all this effort, which he hadn't. And then, and he said they also did a feature called Cheeky Freak of the Week, where he just like, oh, the Elephant Man, or some woman with a weird face or whatever. And because he was fascinated by freaks, as he called them. And people complained, and he went, all right, no more Cheeky Freak of the Week then. So on that that quiz thing, he made up that. And they went brilliant. And then he tried to come up with a load of new quiz ideas, one of which ended up being Rockbusters, which is the one they properly went with. But one of them was The Rice is Right. And he said, how does that work, Karl? And he said, right, I read from an Indian menu and a Chinese menu. You tell me if you have pilau or egg fried. And they went, what? And he went, well, he goes, I'll say, oh, chicken korma, right? And he went, well, obviously it's Indian then. And he went, no, but you've got to say, you won't know which menu I'm reading it from. You've got to say, the rice. And he went, well, of course it is. The korma's Indian. And then if you say anything Chinese, it'll be Chinese. So why don't you just say Indian or Chinese? And then Karl went silent for a couple of seconds and went, because it's called The Rice is Right. And Ricky went, oh, sorry, I forgot. You came up with the name first, didn't you? Right, okay, fair enough. He goes, we've got to say pilau or egg fried, otherwise my stupid name won't work. So yeah, there you go. Right, this is XFM, I think. Yeah.
There's a shadow somewhere.
It's already good, isn't it?
No, right? There's a shadow.
Yeah.
And it's on a quiet road. I'm guessing somewhere like Boston, and it was pushing people off the bikes.
It was what?
I'll find out more for that next week.
He never did, by the
see you
way.
then.
That was the end of one of their shows. Right, see you then. Oh, that was good timing. Neo was just saying he's off to bed. Okay, hope you enjoyed tonight. I don't know if you got much out of this stream. As I say, if anyone's not massively into Karl as much as we are, or as I am anyway. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the stories and had some laughs and that. And yeah, see you next stream. It'll probably be a different game because I don't think this will last that long. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed yourself. It seems like you did. And thanks for the clip. And see you next time with... Ooh, that's another thing we have to decide tonight. What game I'm going to play next. We'll have to think of that later, though. Mystery game. Yeah, from... why can't I remember the name of anything? Crystal Maze.
Mm.
It's a game of mystery. Do you know, when I was younger, I was convinced that when they picked the mystery game, it meant like a thing with clues or whatever. It doesn't. It just means any game from the other 4, I think. Or I think there was some extras that were only in mystery, but yeah, I think that's right. Anyway, so here's their
I don't see.
Go on.
No, I was going to see if there's anything from the diary, but it's.
Oh yeah.
Doing them in order.
Yeah, well, I might as well, because my mind, I'll just forget.
Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant. Hello. And the little round-headed buffoon that is Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Now I know how to make him dance. It's quite fun, that. Yeah, so that was a mix of their intro to their XFM show. It said put the band back together, because there's been a massive call for years for them to redo the XFM stuff. I don't think it would work now, because one, they'd have millions of people listening, which means they couldn't do half the stuff they did back then, because they were swearing, and it was like between. I suppose they could do another podcast and just do that, because then they could swear on that all they want, all adult sort of things. But they were broadcasting between 1 and 3 in the afternoon and saying the word shit and just piss and tits and things like that, and it was just like they were getting away with it because it was supposed to be an alternative quote-unquote radio station, and the bloke who ran it didn't give a shit. Oh no, the woman who ran it didn't give a shit because she never checked, and I think their listenership was quite low, because until they did the first series of The Office, I don't think most people knew who Ricky was anyway. He'd been on telly, but in like small sort of comedy things, and then he'd had a band in the 80s, but I mean most people didn't remember that anyway, so but yeah, there you go. So there's their blue screen that they would use for the cartoon, I suppose, because this is the look of their set for the podcast when they made the animations. So I don't know if the chair having fallen over is a reference to anything, but I think Steve hated his chair or something, so I don't know if that's a reference or not. But Karl's diary.
Suzanne called me to say she'd meet me in the supermarket.
Oh yeah.
I went to the supermarket, but she wasn't there. I called her and she said she was near the fruit aisle. I went to the fruit aisle and she wasn't there. Turns out she was in a different supermarket on the other side of town.
And then the brilliant bit about that is I knew what story that was going to be, so I just shut up and let it roll. So that was him reading Karl's diary, obviously. Steve was reading it and he said, I was in a meeting. I don't like meetings because I get bored. I think Ricky gets the same, because after 25 minutes he was trying to wrestle me, and then he sees him wrestle into the ground in the animation. And then they told that story, and then Steve went to read the next bit and he got interrupted and he went, I didn't want to tell Suzanne I hadn't heard her on the phone because my ears were still ringing a bit from the wrestling from earlier. So that was his excuse. Ricky had made him a bit deaf. I stayed on the floor. I pretended to be dead and stayed on the floor, but Ricky stayed sitting on top of me like one of those snakes who swallowed a sheep. Oh, that was his other handle for when he had the CB radio. He was Pilky01 and Boxer Boy, because he goes, I did some boxing. He went boxing once and got knocked out. He said he went twice. The first time he fought another little weakling kid, so he beat him easily and thought, this is really fun. And then the next time he faced a kid called Leroy, who knocked the shit out of him, basically, and went, well, I'm not doing that again. And he never went back. So, so he called himself Boxer Boy to sound more intimidating on a CB radio, which obviously, didn't work.
All sorts on the floor.
Yeah, well, they licorice all sorts, but I'm not sure of the reference there. Finchley Road. It's got to be something to do with Finchley Road. I'm just thinking. Can't think what that could be. I'll probably remember it later on and think, oh, why didn't I think of that while I was recording? Men's suits. He hasn't wore it since. So he told this story about he had to go to a wedding, and I can't remember if it was someone Ricky knew or whatever. I went to this thing. I didn't have a suit, right? So I said, I'm not buying a suit. Suzanne said, you've got to buy a suit, Karl. So I bought one. It was about 700 quid, right? With shoes and the jacket and that. And Ricky laughed and went, most expensive night out ever. And he went, the annoying thing is, right, I wore it once, I haven't wore it since, right? And Ricky went, that was like an advert that went wrong at the end. And he said, and then they showed a sort of black and white photo, like those George Clooney adverts of Karl sort of posing in just his underpants, holding up a thing. Karl Pilkington, he hasn't wore it since. So that's the, yeah. I was hoping this one would have a talking point to jog my memory, but I genuinely can't remember. Licorice all sorts. Can't think what that story is. There's a ball there. Oh, what was that?
Paper.
Oh, newspapers. Oh, I think I know what this is going to be. Hold on.
Paper round. I'd still say it's the best job I've ever had.
And he means it.
Yeah, I was my own boss. No, you weren't. It was like I could get up any time I want and do what I want. Yeah, as you were your own boss. You were in control of your job as long as you went to the shop exactly the right time and delivered the papers to the houses they told you to in exactly the right order. Yeah, you were free to do whatever you wanted, Karl. You're right. Well done. Oh, okay. I'll let him speak and I'll see what he comes out with.
Stay green, right? Stay in the woods and stay safe.
I love this public information for chameleons.
Words of advice for chameleons.
So he said about chameleons, about they've got this power, right, to change colour, but why do they need that? They're always in the woods. And he was like, they've got to, they're going on a road, they've got to change the colour of tarmac or the colour of a Fiat Punto or whatever. And he said, here, the site back there, I'll have to get the monkey upgrade to get that, I think. Stay green, stay in the woods, stay safe, and all that. And it was like this little information film for sort of child lizards or whatever. Just because it's on that side and I might forget it, I might grab the monkey now.
A couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter. That was banana drama. Who were like having a
What do you mean banana drama? Wait. What group is banana drama? What group is banana drama? You're a fool.
Yeah, that was the Christmas one. Arguing in the fruit and veg aisle, banana drama. I thought that would unlock the monkey, that's why I didn't collect it yet. Huh. Okay. So there's another way to unlock the monkey then somehow. So we'll have to work that out later. Come on, keep going. What was that? Oh, that was them. Okay. So I think we've done the full right-hand side, and we've done this back street here. Yeah, because we came from the other side, so that's how we got that cryptic clue and that. Is this another thing? Hold on.
That's like the cryptic clue.
No, okay, that's the same thing. It's just the I don't know what to call them other than hitboxes, but the hitboxes for some of the collectibles or the talky bits are really wide. So, oh, are we at the cinema? Yeah, The Love of Two Brains, Clive Warren and Rebecca De Mornay. So he was able to come up with this dream film, and he came up with this ridiculous plot. Again, it's far too long to tell the whole thing here because it's like a whole podcast, but he comes up with this story, and someone dies and they have their brain put into the other one, and then she ends up fancying the woman that he was having an affair with, and they went, sorry, this is the whole point of this film is that it's a lesbian love affair at the end. Yeah, it's trendy, that, isn't it? Pop a bit of that in at the end, and they love that. And all this, and the two actors he chose, bear in mind it was a fantasy casting, so he could have picked anyone. He went, I'm picturing Clive Warren. Who the fuck's Clive Warren? You know, the fella in Closer or whatever. And they went, you mean Clive Owen? Yeah, they must have thought you did. Get me Clive Warren on the phone. Get me Clive Warren. Like, no one's ever thought of putting Clive Warren in a film like this. He doesn't. Literally a person who doesn't exist because he got his name wrong. He said the other person, Rebecca De Mornay, and they paused for a second and went, she hasn't been in a film for 15 years. What are you doing? Your fantasy casting. You've got a bloke who doesn't exist and a woman who's not on telly anymore. Oh, okay. And that was his other thing where the bloke was... Is there anything written above the door? Cinema something. Oh, now playing. Okay, I wondered if that was funny or not. So Mission Impossible 8. So the other film idea he had was this bloke's annoyed by Tom Cruise being in all... He's a struggling actor and he's annoyed by Tom Cruise because he hates Tom Cruise and he thinks the Mission Impossible films are rubbish, and they make up this thing and they end up having Hold on, let me say it. Hold on.
Mission Impossible 8, starring the bones and skin and stuff of Tom Cruise with Brian's brow. Mission Impossible 8, from the people who brought you the first 7, and the hair of the bloke who was in the first 7, but with Brian doing all the lines.
Ted Danson as Brian, as Tom Cruise, as Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible 8.
So, yeah, because they were going around this thing. So Brian's supposed to be an unknown actor. Who would play him? That fella from Cheers, Ted Danson. So we're supposed to believe that Ted Danson is an actor we've never heard of, who's playing Brian, who, once he's dead, is playing Tom Cruise in the film, because they end up both having an accident and they have to swap faces or something, and then Brian ends up looking like Tom Cruise. So he goes, so you've got Ted Danson playing Brian, but Brian now looks like Tom Cruise, who's playing Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible 8. So it just got so complicated. Cinema, Houston again. Okay. So when he was coming up with those things like Rockbusters and that, he came up with all these failed ideas, a bit like What the Rice is Right was another one of them. One of them was, have you heard of Big Brother? Have I heard of Big Brother? No, go on, Karl. Big Mother. You phone in if your mum's ever, you win a CD. That was it. What else? Okay, to expand on that, what do you mean? Well, what else is there to it? No, that is it. Right, okay, move on. We're not doing that one. Next. So, Big Mother. Also, brilliant, checklist. How would we prove that their mum's heavy? And he went, right, bin that then. So he realised there was a problem, so he's like, right, forget it. Right, okay, that's a whole load of references. Right, so, there's 29 and 3 bonuses. Okay, so we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, we haven't done a whole part of the town yet, so we're bound to get most of them. And then the bonuses are to do with the monkey, I assume. Okay, he's going to talk about this.
I love Tic Tacs, me. I must have got about 30 crates of Tic Tacs.
30 crates of Tic Tacs?
But I mean, I haven't got that much more to tell you about it. You'd be backing up and you'd always hear one ting its way up the tube.
It's tinging its way up the tube. It's tinging its way up the tube.
Ting tong, ting pong, tinging its way up the tube. I remember that. Oh, brilliant. Ping pong, ting tong, it's tinging its way up the tube. And it sounds like something that Disney didn't want. Okay. I got rid of. I got through about 3 crates, and the other crates he was trying to give them away at school and everything. Delivered to. Yeah, I put them in the cupboard under the stairs and all that, and then these are some of the things he was using them for. So he used them. He goes. I used them in the cat litter tray. You didn't. It was like, yeah, when it's the same condensity, isn't it? Same condensity. Yeah, go on. And he said, and they would make it. And then Ricky started going with all these ridiculous stories, like, don't use confetti. And he put on this ridiculous voice, which is why it's in that accent. So he said, you want confetti? Don't use confetti. Go to cupboard under stairs. So that's why it says cupboard under stairs. Oh, hello, new person in chat, Duplex X-Man. Hello, welcome. Hope you have fun, etc. And we're playing the Karl Pilkington game. I'm a massive fan of the little orange-headed bald manky twat. So yes, we're going through all the stuff and going through all the stories. So and he said I'm back on Dreams. Been 2 months. I've never played anything on Dreams. I literally bought the game just for this, because I found out there was a Karl Pilkington game. Went brilliant. I'm getting this or playing this or getting some way of playing this, no matter what. So this is. I'm just. I just love anything to do with Karl Pilkington. So, not to say that I won't. What's that timer up the top? Why I've only got 5 minutes left. Oh, is there supposed to be a time limit on this? I hope not.
I'm not seeing anything.
I've got a time limit on the top. It says 55 minutes, which means I've got 5 minutes left to do what? Actually, Duplex Man, if you've played this before, what is that? Or do you know what that is? Maybe if it runs out, I'll have to do this again, I suppose. But although it will be a lot quicker, so I won't have to explain the stories as I go around. Share play ends in 5 minutes, weirdly. Let me start another one anyway. Never played this Dream. I didn't know if it was particular to all of them, or whether it was particular to this Dream, or whether it's the whole game or whatever. But if you give me a moment, I've just got to start another share play. So my co-host Yakobu, hello, can see the screen still because I'm playing this at my house. So
Right. I need a quick break anyway.
okay, don't be too long, dear.
Nope.
Right, yeah. So I don't really want to. Unfortunately, someone else has arrived. I don't really want to play this while he's not here because this is really good fun.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So I don't know what happens if that timer gets to 60, but we'll only have to wait 4 minutes to find out. But yeah, Karl Pilkington is if you've never heard of him, he's a sort of Manchester-based. I suppose he's a comedian. I mean, he is really funny. He doesn't try to be a comedian, but basically the whole idea of this game is that all of it's to do with references to an old radio show he did with Steve Merchant and Ricky Gervais. And they did podcasts together, and there was a TV show called Idiot Abroad, and various other things. So it's pooling loads and loads of references from all different things he's been in or been involved with. So yeah, there's no real sort of action, or there's a little bit of platforming to do with finding some secrets on roofs, but other than that, it's basically just walking around and listening to funny quotes. So yeah.
You don't see an old man having a Twix.
Yeah, and a lot of them need explanations from me for people who don't know who he is, because a lot of this is out of context, so I can't imagine a non-fan really getting much out of this game. Because, again, all the references are sort of pretty deep-rooted, I guess you'd call it. Because you need to know when he says something funny, you've got to go, okay, this isn't just a reference to some big moment, this is a reference to one thing he said once in a radio show on a small channel called XFM in London about... How long ago would that have been now? God, about 20 years ago, I think. Yeah, 2000 and... No, well... I mean, they started earlier than that, but most of the stuff with Karl in it was post sort of 2001. So they kept going until about 2005, I think, and then they did the podcast. But they don't really do anything together anymore, which is kind of sad. Literally only just realised it's raining. And earlier on, I got stuck like this and couldn't work out how to stand up again, but it turns out I've got motion control, so... Whoop. But it decided that when I had the controller upright, it was doing this, and when I bent the controller where I couldn't play it anymore, I was like this. So I had to sort of recalibrate the, don't know what the thing's called inside the controller. Oh, hey. Recalibrate the gyroscope or whatever in the controller by just turning it off and turning it back on again, so... Okay. So, yeah, they had this... just to finish off the Tic Tacs thing, this is about 60 seconds to go on this timer, so we'll see what happens when it gets to 60 minutes. Yeah, they said use them as confetti at a wedding or whatever, and he went, oh, you confetti. Go to the cupboard and upstairs and all that. And he said when he was little, he didn't like using the toilet, so he had like a cat litter tray in the kitchen, and his mum would let him shit. Oh, don't look at Karl, he's having a shit, because like when cats don't like being watched going to the toilet, and they went, I didn't know they didn't like being watched, but go on. And he said, and all that. And at the end of this story, Ricky went, now I know why you want shit in a litter tray, so you can have a Tic Tac while you're having a shit. Fill the litter tray with Tic Tacs, so there you go. Grippage was when the monkey fireman had to get up the thing. He said, because they're strong, ain't they, monkeys, right? But he's small enough to get into a window. And there was a lot of grippage on this building. Hold on, a couple of seconds to 60. Okay. This video clip is saved. What? Once... Oh, okay. That's for something to do with taking... That might not have been anything to do with Dreams then. That might have been a PS5 feature, I don't know. But anyway, it hasn't kicked us out, so...
Yeah, you've probably just recorded an hour-long video somehow.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how I did that then. What is this a reference to? I try and work these out.
Button.
Oh, sorry. I did, didn't I?
No.
Oh.
I mean, select. If you press select, as in sharing options.
Oh. Oh, well, I pressed the wrong button.
No, but I'm in this. I mean, when
No, I meant
when
I
you
pressed the button. I couldn't get out of the bloody menu. Right,
Oh.
yeah. I must have pressed something in there. You're right. Phone box. Oh, that was. Oh, wait, hold on. There's something on the front of the bus. London to Manchester. Okay, I thought that might be funny. Never mind. I wonder if you could jump on the bus. Huh. Right.
It's a monkey news stand.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a monkey news stand. I'll have to go to that in a sec. Phone box.
Hello.
Talk to me! Who are you? What do you want? Give me the number of the Shabak. I don't even know my mum and dad's number.
That was when he got. They did some intense something or other training. I can't think what it's called, like kidnap training. Ha! You can get on the bus. Nice. I wonder what happens if we stay on it. Do we get taken back to Manchester, or do we?
Here we see the round-headed chimp in his natural habitat.
Oh.
He has no idea where he's going.
Oh, was that a secret? That was a secret. So, what you tend to find is other models that you can beam in are off the map. So there's proof that there's the orange-headed Karl somewhere on this map. Oh, have we just got ourselves glitched out? I think we probably have. Yeah, we'll just fall off and start again. Right, okay. So, yeah, that was one of the secrets, because the secrets are voiced by... I don't know who does that voice, but it's a good impression of... what's his name? David Attenborough.
Yeah.
If I'm right, and I don't know if they'd have got this bloke, but there was a bloke called The Mimic who... he literally had a TV show called The Mimic that he wrote with... Brilliant. I'm distracting myself by seeing what that is over there and laughing because I know the reference. I completely forgot what I was saying. No, it's gone. Okay.
The Mimic.
Oh yeah. So he, this bloke. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but he's nicknamed the Mimic because he can do all these voices, and he wrote it with Matt Morgan, who was the co-host of Russell Brand's show when they did their radio stuff on XFM, which is also worth a listen actually, because that stuff is funny as well, particularly when they had Trevor Locke on there as well. But it was, we did this already, didn't we? Okay, let's see. I've got no idea what this is a reference to.
Hey guys, Gangly. Steve, it could be your brother.
Oh, he's done you again, Steve!
Yeah, that was the yeah, that's when he was ill and they tried to phone him up and they went, Karl, call us up if you're ill on that. And he changed his answer phone message and went, right, we know he's listening. So they started giving out his telephone number live on the radio, 0794, right, and every 5 minutes he doesn't call, we're going to give out another digit. And they kept doing it until he was about 2 digits away from getting it. And he went, right, I'm starting to get calls now, come on. And he phoned him up. And he was saying about, have you seen Men in Black 2, Steve? No, go on, what? There's this thing in it. It's tall and gangly, and he goes like, Steve, get it out tomorrow on DVD. It could be your brother. And it's really funny if you watch it. It does actually look a bit like Steve, but Steve was really offended. Oh, okay. Yeah. So they've had to mute that. I guess they consider bum a rude word, but the best bum in W1, because he said he was walking through Soho and someone handed him a leaflet and he said, I just grabbed it and thought, oh, cheers for the leaflet or whatever. He goes, I looked and it said the slogan on the back, rubbish slogan, right? It said the best bum in W1, right? And then there was like a sailor fella with his arse hanging out for some sort of club, and I thought, hold on, why'd they hand this to me? Who do they think I am? And they went, well, put it this way, Karl, at what time of day was it? About 9 at night. Right, why were you walking out, why were you outside at 9? I was walking home from work. Right, so you walked through Soho at 9 o'clock with a shaved head and you wonder why they handed you that leaflet. And he went, well, I don't know, and all this. So they said also, and this is what made Karl play a song, because he thought it was getting too offensive, because he often did that. They said, when it says the best bum in W1, was that as a verb or as a noun? And Karl went, what? And he went, well, is it, i.e., this bum here in the picture is the best bum you'll get, or you will be well bummed? And Karl went, right, playing a record. So yeah. When he said when you go on holiday, there's a lot of faffing, and a lot of faffing. Is that a country? And then they played a little cartoon of the plane flying to a lot of faffing somewhere in Europe. So yeah, a lot of faffing and the best bum in W1. There's a double reference there. Let's see. I know what this is already, and it's already making me laugh. I'll just play it though.
Why are them Jamaican fellas swinging fish around their head? DS, alright? De-trout spinners.
Right.
Right.
That's the last time we do blockbusters. That is the last time we do it.
No.
It is.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a Rockbuster. Yeah, that was one of the favourite ones. De-trout spinners, and it goes, what, the Detroit spinners? You mean? Yeah. So who are the de-trout spinners? Well, it's just changed a bit, isn't it? No, rubbish, Carl. Rubbish, awful. So if anything, slightly racist as well. No, it isn't. And all this sort of stuff, and it's swinging fish around their heads, and it was like, I didn't expect them to actually be turning, but I spotted them over here, and I saw the Rasta caps and the spinning fish, and thought, brilliant, I know what that reference is. Let's see. Oh, right, yes. Okay, professional leg rubber. So he goes, I was having problems with my legs, and I went to this massage guy. And he said, what it is your nerves are shorter than your legs. And Ricky went, right, that's not actually possible, so I don't know what you thought he was telling you. And he said, he goes, that's the sort of hokum that you believe. Like, you've got jealous bones, you've got paranoid blood, you're the sort of person whose stomach gets hungry before they do, and stuff like that. Just nonsense. And he said, he goes, no, he was a professional in that. He was a professional leg rubber. And he said, at no point have you called him a doctor, though, I notice. And he said, and Ricky started making this thing up about, was it above a laundrette? Was it? He goes, no, he was a proper leg rubber. He had towels and that. Yeah, other people's towels. So halfway through having a massage, someone leans over and goes, you haven't got 20p for the machine, have you? I says, if you've got any Lenore left, I just need these to come out lovely and fresh. It's like, go away, I'm trying to... And all this. He had this ridiculous made-up thing. And, so we're in here. Oh, actually, I probably should have come in here first before I told you that story. I just realised. Stop your tenseness. Yeah, okay.
So I went to see this professional leg rubber.
Professional leg rubber. Yeah.
Remember, leg rubber. You haven't said doctor at any point.
He said, you're the sort of person whose brain is in charge of them, rather than them being in charge of the brain.
So all you did was you met a person as stupid as you.
Yeah.
Just tell me what he said.
Well, what's the wisdom he's going to come up with next week?
Dang
Your
it.
blood's paranoid. You've got jealous bones. You're the sort of person whose stomach's hungrier than you.
Yeah, sorry, I should have let that play first before I told the story. I keep forgetting. I'm so sort of enamoured by these stories, I just go to tell them without thinking that they'll do it as well. But yeah, he goes, he wanted to stop me tenseness and that. Tenseness, is that the phrase he used? Because I'm pretty sure he's not a doctor otherwise. And all this sort of thing. So, and he said, during it, he said someone leans over and goes, you haven't got 20p for the dryer, have you? And all this sort of stuff. So, yeah, that was all to do with them taking the piss out of the fact that he'd gone to meet basically a charlatan from what they could work out. So, yeah, that's that. There's some oranges on the floor. Oh! Maybe this is when you turn into an orange. Oh, okay. So, Steve was flicking through some emails while they were on XFM. And Ricky went, what did you just see on an email? And Steve went, what? I'm just flicking through the emails. He went, no, Karl's face. His face lit up then for a second while you were flicking through the emails. What was it? And so Steve went back through the emails and he said, it was an email about the novelty band called Half Man, Half Biscuit. Right? And he said, and Karl was, put the music back on. Karl was, thought it was a news story about a man who was half a biscuit, like a genuine news story, because he loves all that shit, like some sort of freak story. And Ricky, the brilliant thing is, right, if we hadn't told Karl about that, or if I'd noticed his face and hadn't mentioned anything, he'd have gone home and thought that was true, and then come in next week and going, yeah, he's got currants for eyes, and he can only swim for 2 minutes at a time in case he goes soggy. And all this sort of stuff, and then he'd introduce himself next week and go, here he is in the studio, Mr. Garibaldi. I love the voices that Ricky used, because he just didn't care, because he knew no one was listening until they all got uploaded to YouTube years later. So, here we go. This is where we they got our orange head, I reckon.
Susan, what's going on?
Suzanne, what's going on? Suzanne is Carl's girlfriend, for anyone who doesn't know. His long-suffering girlfriend. She keeps wanting to get married, and I keep going, no, there's no point in getting married. What are you on about? Jerv, Smirch, Pilkey, those were the stupid nicknames they gave themselves during the XFM days. Oh no, don't leave game. Right, there we go. I thought that was a pathway. Effing and jeffing, yeah. I need to check that these have got, okay, there's a talkie thing, so we'll do this first, and then I'll fill in the blanks. Oh, yeah, okay, 3 plugs with it. I know what this is going to be then.
And the fat baby that they found, that was on the telly.
Right, well, what was that?
It's just a little fat baby. That, I don't know what, it's just a little fat kid and that.
What? Tell what?
It was on the telly, it was on the telly and
But
that.
what was on the telly? You just said fat baby, fat baby, fat baby, fat baby on telly, fat baby on telly. Do you meant to be telling them what's happened in the world? Tell me about the fat baby on telly.
So yeah, because it had a disease called Momo, and it was only about 2, but it was like 7 stone. It was massive, and all this sort of stuff. And he was just telling this, oh, my leg's gone a bit weird. Yeah, so the plugs, that's not connected to the story. I thought it would be, but he said he was walking through Soho again because he lived near there, and he said I went past a little shop and I thought, oh, they were selling like sex toys and that. What I thought was weird, right? They were open about 8 in the morning. Who's going out to buy stuff then? And Steve went, yeah, I imagine you on the way to work going, I must get a bagel and some poppers on the way to work. Right? So he's talking about all this stuff, and then he said, and what got me was there was a little postcard, and I thought, I wonder what that says in the window. And it said, pop in now, buy anything, and we'll chuck in some free butt plugs. And he goes, I didn't know what they were for. But, and then Ricky went, call in. And then loads of people started calling in to try and educate Karl about what butt plugs were. he said also, Ricky despaired. He went, sorry, there was a little postcard with free butt plugs, and he was going, what have we come to in society? You know, we've gone from free bread in Victorian times to free butt plugs. Something like that. It's ridiculous. Is monkey news? Okay, excellent monkey news. We might get. I don't know which monkey news this is going to be, but because there's loads of them.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Football team.
A monkey football team?
Brilliant.
Yeah, in Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah.
Got all the team members here, right?
Right.
Little goalkeeper. Apparently he's on transfers from some other club. But the bit that got my attention is, apparently he's a holder of PhD of physics.
And Ricky despaired. I love the thing that in Karl's stories, the monkeys have always got to be more intelligent than him. And he said it is intelligent, right? It's got a holder of PhD in physics, highly educated, interested in photography, and all this sort of stuff. He's just had this list of accolades that this monkey supposedly had. It's ridiculous. People are coming in because I'm playing Dreams, and I've barely even heard of this game. It was fine. First time chatter from I am ZT. If they're American, that's probably ZT, but I'm going to say it's ZT because I'm English. Hey man, are you creating or playing? Oh, and I'll turn the music back on. I am playing them, if anything. I've not even looked into the creation thing yet at all. This is literally, apart from once when we tried to stream this 2 years ago and it didn't work properly, this is literally the only Dream I've ever played. His leg went a bit. That was weird. See that? If you want to see weird ragdolls, go on my YouTube channel, Lying Secret, and see one from Batman the other night, because that was perfection, quite frankly. I found a video of someone had actually recorded through their playthrough and clipped together all the times when the ragdolls went weird. It was really funny watching that. So yeah. But this is a dream about little baldy, round, orange-headed Karl Pilkington. Which reminds me, actually, can we go get our normal head back? Let's see. Okay. If you want to, I would love you to check out my latest game. It came out a few weeks ago. It's called Dreamer Legends: The Final Chapter. I'll write it down. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Sorry, I've been sitting still too long. My spine's compressed slightly. Ow. 6 unique RPGs in one. That sounds interesting. Dreamer Dreamer Legends. Spell it with a Z. The final chapter. The final. Why am I writing with a pencil when I've got a computer in front of me? I don't know. I'm too old. Final chapter. I still write stuff down with a pencil on a scrap of paper. That's why it gets lost all the time. Alright. Okay, yeah, I'll have a look into that. That sounds interesting. I've never played anything else on this, so yeah. Cool, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'd play that at some point. Because I always said I was happy to play other things. The initial... Well, the only reason for me ever to even buy this game was literally to play this. Because I thought, I don't care if I have to pay 20 quid to play this one game that's going to last 2 hours. I'm going to pay it, because it's brilliant. It looked brilliant from the little I watched. I didn't watch too much of it on YouTube, though, because I wanted to find all the stuff myself. Okay, so the bonuses were bananas last time, so there's probably 2 other oranges somewhere. And then... Okay, we're only missing like 4 things, so I think one of them's the van, and then the other ones maybe are over there. So we'll see. Ugh. Is this... Oh, what's the ice cream van? I can't think what the story's going to be.
Mr. Freeze Pops.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, forget it.
Oh, I didn't see Mr. Freeze Pops, yeah. So he tells this story of when he almost died as a kid because he swallowed a Mr. Freeze Pop too quickly because it wasn't frozen. It was just like a plastic... It was... Mr. Freeze Pops, for anyone who doesn't remember them, were like just flavoured ice in a really long sort of plastic thing that you cut open, like a giant Froob packet. And probably people don't remember Froobs either, but that was yogurt in a tube. And when we're talking long, we're talking like 30 centimetres at least. They were pretty long. But he opened it, knocked it back, thinking he was going to get some ice in his mouth, and it was all liquid, and he swallowed the whole lot in one go and started choking. And he said, how long can you go without breathing before you die? And Ricky went, don't know, a couple of minutes would probably do it. And he went, right, I reckon I did about 1:50. And he said, my dad was going, I've told you not to swallow stuff like that. And my mum goes, oh God, what's he swallowed now? Because I was always swallowing stuff as a kid, like bottle tops and that. But bottle tops? What are you, a dog? What, are you just like a Labrador in their house? But yeah, so there you go.
Mr. Freeze Pops.
Oh, I wonder if that was another thing up there.
it.
I think if we get another character with a higher jump, we could probably do that. Right, so we're missing... we're only missing, 3 things and the 2 bonuses, but the bonuses are going to be hard to find, I reckon, because the last level they were. There's arrows going down here. Did we go down here before? Oh, no, I don't think we did. Oh, there you go. There's another orange. Excellent. I'm not bothered. I don't know if that's a specific reference to anything, but he did say it a lot when people had a go at him, and he went, I'm not bothered, whatever you want.
Karl Pilkington, a man with no qualifications, very little education, but who is now known the world over as a shaven chimp with a head like an orange.
Right.
They had to cut out the word fucking there, but yeah, head like a fucking orange. So that's another orange. So that should be... Is that bonus 2 or 3? Okay, that was...
Euston Station is now open. Please mind the gap.
Oh. Interesting. Houston Station is now open, so that might mean we can actually go down there now. Right, okay, so I'm going to have... Yeah. Yeah, look, the barriers have gone. Excellent. Yeah, this is like that fence that we couldn't get past in the last bit, and we had to do everything else first before it unlocked. So, I'm guessing maybe the last few are in Euston, unless anyone can see a way I haven't been already. I think we went everywhere. Oh, did we? Oh, we didn't look at the post box. Almost missed that.
Got some post delivered to me
Oh.
today. It was addressed to Mr. Pilkington. I opened it and the first sentence read, Dear Mr. K. Dilkington, you're one of our most valuable customers. I put it in the bin.
Yeah, that was what I said earlier, yeah. I could voice along to these because I know all the lines, but I don't want to speak over them. Oh, I'm like the sort of comedy equivalent of those sort of 13-year-old girls in the 90s who could watch Titanic and could voice all the lines by everyone in that film, but with Pilky stuff. So there's one bonus and there's 2 specials. Now, I assume going into the train station counts as the same area. There was another entrance to Euston over there. So after we've done this, I'm going to go down there and maybe, unless this whole place is like a U shape and we come out over there, but we'll see. Oh right, it's literally just, okay, yeah. So okay, there's graffiti and stuff. Right. Oh, okay. I'm going to let him read this, but I'll read it properly if it doesn't read it all out. So this is something that Karl says he read on a poster in a train station once on the Underground, I think.
History of the baguette.
That's not true! No, it's not,
I
Karl!
read it in Euston train station. I was waiting to go back to Manchester.
Where did you read these? Scrawled on the wall in graffiti? Yeah.
Right. History of the baguette. During the invasion of Russia in the Napoleonic era, the traditional bulky French bread took up a lot of valuable space in the soldier's backpack, which in the severe climate was essential for carrying extra warm clothes. Napoleon thus decided to have a new shape of bread produced that could be transported more practically down the trouser legs of the soldiers. So this is how we have the traditional baguette shape as we know it today. So he read it in a train. They went, sorry, when you say you read it in a train station, was it sort of was it on a proper poster? No, it was on a proper poster, right? It wasn't scrawled on the wall in shit next to the phrase "Meet me here for cock fun at 12 o'clock." Yeah, there it is. I was going to say, is it written down here somewhere? So yeah. Oh, speaking of, yeah, John's got a moustache. So that was he told this story. He goes, there was this war going on, right? Right, which war? World War II. And he went, brilliant. You just guessed at that. And he went, right. So, and he goes, what battle was it? Don't know. Go on. Right, and he goes, there was this commander who had, you know, when they go over the top, they have, oh, charge or whatever, but they didn't want people to hear them sort of coming. If they heard anything else, they go, oh, they're not coming, and then they'd be surprised. So they went, so the thing they came out with was John's got a moustache. If someone says that, then we're all going over the top and all that. And Ricky went, right, I'm going to stop you now, Karl. If this army had a bloke called John in it who came to work one day with a new moustache, you're never doing this again. Right, okay, go on. Right, so this fella came in called John. Yeah, I guess that bit. Go on. And he goes, oh, look, John's got a moustache. Right, okay, stop now. And he said it, and what? And everyone ran over the top, did they? Yeah, everyone went over the top. Right, that was all you needed to say to make everyone go over the top, was it? Well, it was the code, wasn't it? Brilliant. You're an idiot. That was basically that. So yeah, some army commander sent loads of soldiers to their death by saying the phrase "John's got a moustache." Collecting for the homeless at Christmas. What was that? That was... He said, some homeless fella, right? There's a fella outside... Oh, because we're at a train station. Yeah, I get it now. There's a fella outside the train station with a bucket collecting for the homeless at Christmas. Now, couldn't they do that? Do what? Well, he's got home to go to. Yeah, he goes, yeah, imagine that. He's going, oh, at least we've got a home to go to. Couldn't they be doing that? They're already out there. All this sort of stuff. And he went, and couldn't a clothing company sponsor him and just go, oh, you know, put their logo all over some clothes and then give it to the homeless fellas, because that way they both win, don't they? And it was like, yeah, I don't know if any clothing company wants themselves associated with sort of our clothes are sold to the homeless, though. But I mean, yeah, it's an idea. All this sort of stuff. So anyway, can we? Oh, we can't go there. Go to.
Karl, if you could spend a day with an exact replica of you, what would you do with this?
How would I know which one I was?
Because you'd be you.
Well, he goes, wow. He goes, that's amazing, Karl. That might be the stupidest thing you've ever said. Doppelganger. Hold on, there's a button. Is it going to... Oh, brilliant. I get a little doppelganger Karl. The music's not coming back. Okay, maybe it'll come back in a sec. You're muscly. Oh, God, that was a train thing as well. Orange... Okay, I don't think we can collect those, but you have to be near it for it to register, I guess. Right, so that story was he was on a train once on, I don't know, the Underground or something like that. And he said, I got on there, it was absolutely packed. Right, he goes, you could barely sort of stand on there. I was sort of fighting my way through trying to go, oh, God, I hope there's a seat somewhere, I thought there was a completely empty seat with sort of people crowding around it, no one sitting in it. And I thought, that's weird. And I looked at it, there wasn't any sort of dirt or anything, and no one was sitting there, so I thought, right, plonked myself down, thought, brilliant, found a seat. Looked across, I was sitting across for a, what do you call them now? Oh, right, Karl, be careful. Well, I don't know what you're about to say, but be careful. Fellow with Down syndrome. Right, okay, that's fine. He had Down syndrome, fine. So go on. Right, so he was sat and he went, alright? And I thought, oh, because, you know, they talk them lot, didn't they? Brilliant. I love the fact that you keep talking and you get more offensive as you keep talking. Go on, them lot, go on. Oh, I can see through the wall. Huh. So he said, I sat down and he was going, I was, you know, trying to pretend to be asleep and all that. I thought, oh, maybe he won't talk to me if I pretend to be asleep. Get a phone call and I thought, should I answer it? Well, so I answered it. It was probably Ricky about nothing, right? Just annoying me. And then I was awake then, so he went, all right? And I went, oh. And he went, you're muscly. And I was lost on. Ricky was laughing. And he said, he was going, and he said, Karl said, I started to stress out because I was going, why am I muscly? Why are you muscly? I don't go to the gym or anything and all this. And he went, and the kid went, right, let's have an arm wrestle. And Ricky went, sorry, this didn't happen. And he went, there were people around, and he kept having a go. So I thought, oh, I better just have an arm wrestle with him. Brilliant. What happened? He goes, I love the idea that people were putting bets on. Going, I bet everyone was pretending not to watch, but keeping an eye on it, like because they wanted to watch it. And he said, in the end, he won because he was a strong fellow. He was only little, but he was strong. And then I thought, oh, because most people wouldn't have talked to him at all. And I thought, I've done a good deed there, really. And he said, and then we got onto food, and he said, I like sausages. I said, oh, I'm into Chinese. And he said, oh, I can't have Chinese. Why couldn't he have Chinese, Karl? Don't know, he didn't say. But, yeah, it was alright in the end. So, yeah, sorry, I'm just going to do a whole radio show otherwise if I keep going. But, yeah, that was the story anyway. You're muscly. So, yeah, that's the sort of thing where 2 words on a wall and I got like a 5-minute sort of reference out of that. Oh, we found all. Okay. We're missing one thing then. Huh. So this is going to be something we can press square on. I love that we've got a little doppelganger, Karl. Okay, there's nothing here.
Turn him off by press the circle.
Yeah, you can turn him on and off, so beep, 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 beep. So I reckon the reason why there was an orange sort of model outside the map was because whatever model you're not using teleports to the outside of the map to be used later. But then, if you activated the doppelganger thing before you got the orange thing, you'd call in the orange version rather than calling in the non-orange version. So, yeah, I'm guessing that would kind of work either way. The only thing I'm disappointed by is not being able to get this reference. Licorice All Sorts, Finchley Road. Huh. That should... yeah. I mean, what I'll do is, if I remember it later on, I'll attach it to a comment below this video on YouTube, because it's going to bother me, I reckon, because I won't be able to remember what it is. Where did my doppelganger go? Did he get stuck? Oh, actually, can we stand on the doppelganger's head? That would be handy.
Euston Station is now open. Please mind the gap.
Yeah. Okay, that's just the notification, right? If we can stand on his head, that means we could get over that bush at the back. No, I don't... No, okay, he's not a solid object, so... Yeah, okay. We went on the bus. There's an off chance that whatever it is on top of the bus, but I really doubt it. Because it's not a secret. It's just a normal talkie point. Because we almost missed that phone box, so it's likely that we've missed, like, I don't know, a lamppost or something.
What's the one previous to it?
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Although, are they in order of where they are in the city? I'm not sure. Fish for tea, history of the baguette. Right, so the baguette was in the train station. Yeah. And then fish for tea was... what was that? Yeah, where's the stand? It's at the start, isn't it? Yeah, there it is, right. So that's there, and then the train station's there. So I think it's something to do with this monkey, maybe. We did...
There's someone working high up. Who's that? Who's the fellow?
Oh, we've done that one.
And that's where that's saying about, you know, like there's a lot of tower blocks, and that's like the chimp off the old block. So that's monkey news.
Chimp off the old block. I was hoping we could use that ladder to climb up, but I think if the ladder is that dodgy, it's probably not that, because they wouldn't let it fall flat to the floor otherwise. Okay, there's nothing back there. It's got to be just something really obvious. I mean, that was the thing we just saw. Maybe it's one of these or something. That's just like the thing on the side of the the toffee shop, yeah. Oh wait, hold on. No. Went down here. We came down here from the other. Oh, there, that was that again. Yeah, okay. Right, we went to the. Yeah, I was surprised this didn't have a talkie thing. So maybe one of the other sides of the building does. Nope. Okay. This is the same alleyway again. Okay, let's see. We jumped on the bus. That was a secret. We did look at Big Ben, didn't we?
Sick of seeing it. Like
Yeah.
a pylon.
Okay, and then we went around the back, and that was where we got the videotape. And then we looked at this, and then actually maybe one of the no, we did Mission Impossible 8. Was this a thing? Because I remember telling the story, but I don't remember it having an action. No.
Check all the crates.
Yeah. So, oh, actually, did I ever? No, I went up to the roof, didn't I? I think this is all one story.
I love Tic Tacs, me. You must have got about 30 crates of Tic Tacs.
30 crates of
Honestly.
Tic Tacs?
Yeah,
I mean,
got
I
through
ain't
about
got that
3.
much more to tell you about it. You'd be backing up and you'd always hear one ting its way up the tube.
Tinging its way up the tube. It's tinging its way up the tube. Ding tong, ping pong, it's tinging its way up the tube. The fact that they came up with that on the spot and they both started singing it together is brilliant. I wonder if we can jump from up here though, because I never tried that. Okay, let's see. This sounds like somewhere you'd have to do. I was look at all the rooftops as well. Satellite dishes. Oh, actually, yeah, I said I was going to look, didn't I? Well, it doesn't look like it. I don't think you'd make it to the bus from here anyway. I think if you were...
I was just pointing it out.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I said, oh, there might be something, so it probably was worth looking while we're up here. So, we've done that. Let's see, I'm just seeing if I can see anywhere else. Oh, well, too late. Oh, hold on. Okay, I fell here by accident, but this isn't a thing. But this would be where I would hide a secret anyway. Because it's kind of hard to see up here from the ground. God, I'm so hot. Euston Station, right, okay. Orange, we looked at that. I wonder if any of these had a thing and I just spoke out the story without... Oh, I'm stuck to the wall. Oh, that was really weird. I was stuck to the wall there for a second. I can't turn Doppelganger on and off anymore, so I'm guessing I lost him. Meet me here for cock fun at 12, yeah. John's got a moustache. That one had a story, but we've read that. Suit, we looked at that. That's not a reference. We looked at Karl's diary back here. We looked at that. Oh no, I was thinking there was a story to do with a dustbin, but that was the in the last section, wasn't it? XFM, we looked at that. We looked at that. Just thinking, so this is one we missed, but we did end up getting, so... we looked at them too. I think the only story here is this one. So unless I find another one... Oh, it actually makes a different sound when you run on this. Huh. I didn't know how complicated or whatever this game... Oh, look, here. Play football with a concrete block. Right, we looked at that. London Inn. I'm not sure if that's a reference to anything. There's no talkie point either, so... Yeah. Don't know. We looked at that. This is the alleyway, yeah, okay. Oh, there's our doppelganger, hey. He did get stuck. Come back. Yeah, I'll turn him off for now. Right, okay. We went to the leg rubber thing, we listened to that. Detroit Spinners, Effin and Jeffin. That was the fat baby on telly. Half man, half biscuit. Mr. Freeze, we looked at that. Monkey News. And then we looked at this poster as well. This... was this here before? Oh, yeah, we did come back here, yeah. I think that fence maybe was not broken at the start, but now it is. I'm not bothered. Oh, there was an orange back here, wasn't there? Yeah, so, yeah. Okay, so, I have absolutely no idea then. You can leave, but I assume that makes you literally leave the game, so... That's just
Euston Station is now open. Please mind the gap.
Okay, number 18. Right, let me have a quick look, see if I can work this out on YouTube. Let's see. Pilkington, London. London 100% walkthrough by the same person, so thanks to that person. He's literally called Bean. So there you go. Right, 18, let's see. Okay, so are these in order? Educating Karl. No, they're not in order, that's annoying. Right, hopefully he finds the billboard at some point. This bit I'm looking at now, because I can look at what his list is, find out what the missing one is, and then go from there. Love of Two Brains, Mission Impossible, Pilkington, Win Some Old Tat, what's that one? Oh, that was the VHS behind Big Ben, yeah. Rockbusters. Day in the Life. Oh, that was the Cobblers, yeah. Toffee Shop, Fish for Tea, Banana Drama. If I say any that aren't on this list, let me know. What do you need building? I think we got that one. Trying to do a job here. That was the one with the two fellas in front of the doors. That's number 10. Try and get as many of these in shot as I can. There we go. That's about as close as I can get because I'm slightly in the way. Visit Big Ben. Oh, cheeky. Oh, that was Freak of the Week, yeah. The Good Old Days, that was the XFM show. He's written it down, that's the diary. Band Together. Oh, wait, maybe that The Good Old Days. What was that one?
We've got it.
Oh, I've got that one, okay. KP Looks After Me. Stay Green, yeah, okay, got that one. The paper round was the collectibles. Call for Karl. Got that. I'm Not Having a Go, that was the thing. Popsicle Hell, yeah. Monkey News. Fat Baby on telly. Professional Leg Rubber. Detroit Spinners. Tic Tacs. Fix the Boiler. Educating Karl. What was that one? Oh, that was the one on that was the magazines on the roof, right? Okay. Mission Impossible 8. Head Like an Orange. That's collecting the orange to turn your head into an orange. Introducing. That's the second orange. History of the Baguette. So this is in the train station now. Me or an Orange. That's collecting the orange. That's all of them. So what am I missing? Hold on. See if there's a checklist here somewhere. Oh, actually, there's a checklist. Right. Okay. So, educating Karl, day in the life. Right. Right. I'm not saying this will be easy, but if I read all the ones on here, and if you tell me if you spot any that you can't see on there, and I'll try and work out. My head's slightly in the way, but right. History of the Baguette and He's Written It Down are the only two you can't see there, really. Tic Tac Incident, okay. So, Educating Karl, Fix the Boiler Again, Tic Tac Incident, The Trout Spinners, He's Professional, Fat Baby on telly. I'm going through these quicker because I remember these. Monkey News, yeah, we definitely got that one. Popsicle Hell, we got that one. I'm not having a go because that was the statue. Call for Karl, that was the phone box. Paper Round, that was collecting the papers. KP Looks After Me. Putting the band back together, yeah. He's written it down, that's the diary. Good Old Days. Yeah. I wish these were in order. Oh, cheeky, got that one. Visit Big Ben. Yeah, okay, Visit Big Ben. Trying to do a job here, got that one definitely, because that's talking to the two fellas. What Do You Need Building? That's the one at the building site. Banana Drama, we got that one. Wait, where's that one? Oh, 29. Fish for Tea. Yeah, that's 17. Toffee Shop, we got that one. I get the feeling I'm going to get to the end of this list and it's still not going to be on here, but A Day in the Life, we got that one too. Rockbusters, that's 11. Win Some Old Tat, that was the Win Some Old Tat, that's 12. Mr. K. Dilkington, that's 14. The Love of Two Brains, that was outside the cinema. And then Mission Impossible 8 was also outside the cinema. Head Like an Orange. Huh. What's that one? I assume that was just collecting one of the oranges. I'll see what happens, hold on. Because it's not noted down, but I imagine that counts as one of the bonus oranges. Yeah, that's the one I first...
I don't see the Love of Two Brains on there.
Oh, hold on.
You didn't have to go up to the post, did you?
I thought I got that one, because I remember him reading it out. Hold on, let's do that one again. Maybe it didn't trigger or something.
Clive Warren, Rebecca De Mornay. The Love of Two Brains.
That is the worst idea I have ever heard for any piece of art.
Yeah, maybe I didn't go up to it. Maybe I just told the story.
You told the whole thing and then...
Oh, and then just walked... Yeah, that's my problem. I get so into... Oh, I know this reference, and then don't let it play out. Yeah, there you go. Hey! So, it was a simple mistake. I missed one. So, because I had in my head, we've definitely got that one. So, there you go. So, I think we're done with that. I don't know if you can switch back or anything, but... where's our doppelganger gone? There's a button for it. I think he got stuck somewhere. We'd have to find him.
Free to this, or...
I don't know. There's definitely a Rockbusters quiz, though. So, I mean, there is more to this than these two. I think these two levels are the main sort of game, and that's it. But I think there's probably... yeah, there's a Rockbusters thing, I think. If you leave the game, does that exit the whole thing, or...?
And now, we say farewell to our chimp-like friend as he continues on his journey. Goodbye.
So Rockbusters, right. I don't know what this is, if it's another... It might be another walk-around thing. We have to look at clues or whatever. I assume it's to do with the quiz Rockbusters, though, but we'll see.
Alright.
Alright. This is the music to Blockbusters from the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, look at the shapes of the bits as well, yeah. For anyone who doesn't remember Blockbusters, yeah, it was a quiz in sort of the 80s into the 90s. And yeah, posted by, well, mostly by Bob Holness. But yeah, they had hexagons on a board, and it was, for the time, it was high tech, because they used the screen, which is, you know...
What is it?
Rockbusters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Rockbusters. Please welcome to the stage, Karl Pilkington's Rockbusters.
Alright, welcome to the show on that. I'll give you the cryptic clue. I'll give you some initials of the band or the artist or whatever to help you along as well. Let's play. First
Right.
one.
Oh, I see. They're not actual old ones. The man who delivers the letters is always on his own. So that's going to be postman, postie. Oh, I just got it. Oh, do you want to have a think? It's ridiculous, but I just got it.
No, I can't think.
I think it's now I don't know anything about this person's music, but I've heard his name and I've seen his face. But I think it's Post Malone, as in I'm alone. Post Malone. But yeah, we'll see. I thought these were going to be recordings of Rockbusters he's done in the past, but these are all going to be new, so this will be really cool.
It works, so don't say it like that.
I don't know what it means.
So they're going to throw in little. What are you on about? Right. Okay. Postman Malone. Malone. Yeah. It goes. They got it. So it's like it's cryptic. No, is cryptic a word? It's cryptic. It's not cryptic cut because Ricky got really annoyed once, and when he gets annoyed in the old days, he used to slide into these ridiculous voices. So he said, "That's not cryptic, Karl. That's shit." And just carried it on until Karl got annoyed. Oh, brilliant.
And the second one, what's going on there?
They're all facing the same way. What's going on there? This could be an artist or a band. If you get it, don't say what you think it is.
Yeah,
One Direction. Yeah, just got that. So these are all going to be modern bands, I guess, because they have been so far. I don't know when One Direction were around, but it wasn't that long ago, I wouldn't have thought. Wow, that music lasts a long time. I didn't realise it was that long. I don't know how they got away with using this music, though, because I'm pretty sure it's copyright, but anyway. Right, they're all... Okay, yeah.
Right.
That works.
Yeah.
So, it's funny, these are genuinely clips from Rockbusters episodes, so this is really cool. Okay, continue.
I'll give you the cryptic clue, and to help you along. The letters there. NS.
She makes music with scruffy clothes that aren't hers. I don't know if that banana's supposed to be a clue, but I think we're getting bananas because we're getting them right. NS. Scruffy clothes. Maybe... Well, it says she, so it's not a band, so it's probably a single person. What's going to annoy me as well is that if they give us the answer and I've never heard of the person, because if these are all going to be really modern, I probably won't have heard of them. So, yeah. If anyone's in chat who wants to have a go, I don't know if anyone else is still here, but I'm having fun. But yeah, she makes music. So she's borrowing second-hand. I've just thought of someone whose initials it fits. I'm just trying to work out how the clue fits their name, but I'm not going to say it in case it's right. No. Thing is that if you're thinking of someone who you think might be right and you can't get it to fit, it doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means you can't work out his brain and how he's twisted the word, like that Postman Alone thing. So the only thing I can think of at the moment is Nina Simone, but I can't think. Can't think how that would fit. Again, I don't know if these are all modern or not, so might be stabbing in the dark here. But well, we got 1 and 2 right anyway, so I'll write this down. Hold on, we got 1 tick, 2 tick. I'll write down to 10, and we'll see how many we get right. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, okay. No, I don't know. I can't get this one. Any ideas? No. Okay. I can think if it's Nina Simone, I can't work out how they twisted the name to get to this, but I don't know. Anyway, let's see.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god!
Did anyone get that?
Yeah.
I mean, I am stunned, Karl. Yeah, nicked old shirt singer. That is brilliant. I never would have got that in a million years. At least I know who it is, but yeah, I couldn't think of anyone else who I'd heard of. Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, we didn't get that one. I can see to Carl's, or the genius, whoever made this game, who came up with that.
That's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
Did anyone get that?
Yeah.
I pressed the wrong button, sorry. Right, okay.
Right.
Come on. Come on!
Shut up.
Come on!
The cryptic clue is...
Mikey came in to get his banana. That vehicle is close. Oh wait, no it isn't. Something to do with seeing something in a mirror, maybe? I think given that we've only been given one letter, this is going to be the name of a band rather than a person. I'm just guessing that's the case. And I can think of... Nickelback? No. He did use Nickelback as a rockbuster once, though. This fella's got American coins all down his spine. Vehicle.
Can I guess?
Yeah, go on, because I ain't got a clue.
Nirvana.
Oh, Nirvana. Ah, yeah, you're probably right, actually. That's brilliant. Yeah,
No,
brilliant.
It doesn't work. None of them work. None of them work. Another pile of
Another pile of crap, yeah. I remember him saying that. I'll count that as we got that one. So 3 was the only one we couldn't get between us so far.
The initials of the band of the artist are FF.
They like chucking their meals about. Now, I think I know what this might be, because there was a Rockbuster with these initials before, and the clue was very similar, so I don't know if they just did it by accident, but no, that would be too specific, I think. Well, if I tell you the Rockbuster that I heard with these initials, then I don't know if it will help at all, but it was this fella's got snails, baguettes, and sort of cheese in his palm. What's going on there? And the initials were FF, and it was France Food in Hand. It was French Food in Hand. It was France Ferdinand. Brilliant. But I don't think that's what this question is. So, I mean, Food Fight was the first thing that came to my mind, but...
Oh, Foo Fighters.
Oh, Food Fighters. Yeah, there you go. We got it. Excellent. Well done. Excellent, excellent.
That one works. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I love these little voice clips. They're brilliant.
Who is it? He sings songs and that,
right? A bit of the sets falling off at the top there on the left. That dancing Elliot kid needs some mascara. Right, so yeah, I get the Elliot thing they're getting at. So
Yeah, Billie Eilish.
Oh, Billie Eilish. But because it's Billy Elliot, obviously. But Billie Eyelash. Is that what it is? Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah.
I don't know where to start. If we had more time,
don't worry,
I'd throw him out of a window. Right.
I like that. As he's saying, if I have more time, I'd throw out a window, you can hear Karl in the background going, yeah. Brilliant. Right, okay. Next one.
What you got to remember is it's a band or an artist.
You wake up and... Oh, it fell off now. You wake up and everything's a different colour. Weird, isn't it? The other way to get these as well is just to try and think of a band that fit the letters and then see if it fits the clue somehow. So that's one way of doing it. This could be a band or an artist, though, to be fair. It's not entirely obvious. GD. Something to do with gold something? No. Everything's a different colour. The thing is, if it's an artist, I won't be able to think of it. If it's a band, I'm more likely to be able to think of it. But again, if it's, oh, just got it. It's really now I've got it. That's good. That's really obvious now that I've got it. I can't believe I didn't get that earlier. Have you got any idea?
No.
Okay. So what it is, it's you wake up. Oh, hold on. You wake up. So you wake up during a certain time of the time of whatever, and then one of them's a colour. So it's Green Day, I reckon. Hey,
I've got it already.
Right.
That's rubbish. Too easy. Yeah.
Right.
Rubbish, too easy. You've got to give them an easy one to think they might win. I need to do another share play. Hold on, before we do the next one. Let's sort that out. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have this music stuck in my head for fucking days now. Actually, I might very quickly grab another drink. I mean, I'll literally be about 30 seconds. So, I'll be back in a sec because I've run out and I'm really thirsty now. Welcome back. Alright. Stream references. Right, I've had to adjust... Oh god, I'm sitting on things. Right, I've had to adjust the mic, so can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, okay, cool. Alright, so, next one. Oh, we got... well, actually, no, I got 7, didn't I? One of us got it, so I'll tick it. Alright, continue. Yeah, because it's so long. That was a laugh for one that was really, really long of a clue. I know they look pretty, but don't put them in a sandwich. Because first I'm thinking is peanut, because PJ peanut butter jelly sandwiches, but it's pretty pure.
Some from jam.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, just got it. Yeah, I mean, you half got it already, and I just got it from your half a clue. So the pretty thing would be an object.
Pearl Jam.
That's it. There you go. Pearl Jam. Whee! Or at least I assume we're correct. I can't imagine what else it's going to be. Yep.
Wait. You're a fool.
You're a fool. What group is Banana Drama? Alright, continue.
Right, have you worked that one out?
Of course I haven't.
The initials AG.
That's funny because he must have used AG for another one, and they've got that exact voice clip of him saying the letters. That's pretty cool. That Potter lad is having a well good time. Well, there was a very similar clue. What was it? That Potter lad's got a lot of bottle fighting all them wizards and that, and it was I can't remember what the answer to that was though. AG. Airy. I think it's going to be something. I mean, obviously they're saying Potter to avoid saying the word Harry, but I mean it's going to be like airy or something. If anyone's playing along with this on YouTube, by the way, I don't know if you will be, but if you are, then feel free to pause if you think you need more time than we get. See, again, can't tell if that's going to be a band or an artist. Just trying to think of things to do with Harry Potter. It's going to have to be his Harry or something. Or it could be Gary. Gary. Trying to think of. Most bands don't start with A, so it's probably more likely to be a person. I genuinely can't think. Unless is that an R or an A? It's an A, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say there'd be like a more. I don't know. That font might be a bit weird. I'm hoping it's AG anyway. AG. What I'm trying to think of now is when he did the rock bust that actually had the letters AG and what the answer was, because he must have used it because he had it. He said it. There was a voice clip of him saying it just now. AG. I honestly. Oh no, I was going to say Avril. I can't think of her name though.
Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, not that then. I don't even know if she's still going, because I don't know if she'd be counted as modern or not. Probably not now. Yeah, I genuinely can't think. Have you got any idea?
No.
I honestly can't think. This is going to be another one of these, for fuck's sake ones. So, if we get this wrong, we've only got 2 wrong so far, so I'm happy with that so far. So, let's see.
This is
oh my god.
I tell you, no, this isn't even funny though. I mean, no good at all. It's not cryptic, it's wrong.
We'll leave that.
No, don't move on.
I remember that one when Ricky got really annoyed. No, don't move on. It was just, I think the funniest Rockbuster we ever did was what was it? Jamaican fella might have screamed this when he was on the Titanic. Whenever he's back, is he? Because every time a Jamaican fella came up, it was always just something in a slight accent, and it was and he went, it's CD, and the answer was Chris de Burgh, right? And he would have shouted Christ de Burgh, right? And he goes, and the funniest thing about it was Ricky didn't laugh at all, and Steve started laughing, and all you heard was the sound of Ricky sort of like this, like that, as he half climbed over the desk, grabbed a bit of paper that Ricky was that Karl was reading off, and started ripping it up. He was so annoyed. Oh my god, that was funny. So yeah, Ari had a grand day. Yeah, if I'd thought of Ariana Grande, I don't know if I'd have continued with that thought. But I genuinely didn't think of her name as a thing. These are all too modern for me. My music knowledge stops at about 90 something. Right, okay, let's do the last one. I assume it's the last one.
And the last one.
Cross that off. You talk to someone on the phone when you're having a soak. Right, okay, I kind of get where this is going, so I've got one half of it. This is going to... I can kind of work out what they're getting at with the clue, i.e. what the words should be, but it's going to be one of those ones where you have to... Like, Ari had a grand day. It's going to be, like, one of them. So, it's obviously going to be something bath, isn't it? Or, like, mobile bath or something, because phone and having a soak, you're in the bath.
Yeah.
So... I'm just trying to... Because, I mean, bear in mind, to think of some of the ones of the past, this fella likes sucking on iron, and the answer was metal liquor. Metallica. So, yeah. But that's the sort of quality we're working with here. So, I think Ricky literally said that, that's the sort of quality we're working with here. This is going to annoy me, because I know this is probably easier than we're making it. Maybe it's not bath. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. Bubbles, something. my... Oh, hold on. No, I was thinking of Mel B, but I don't... That's... No, because it'd have to be the initial of a name, wouldn't it? Although, what was her second name? It was the scary one. I can't think of her name. I'm going to quickly look up to see what her name is. Oh, you've got it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Mel B. I just want to know, because I've never known what her second name is, so this isn't going to be easy. Oh, it's literally just Brown. Okay. You go, which one was she in the Spice Girls? She was the brown one. What? No, her name... Okay. Like Cleveland Brown from Family Guy.
Family Park.
Oh, they're all over there. For some reason, the name Mel Brooks keeps coming into my head because I watched Blazing Saddles again the other day, which is fucking hilarious. Melanie. It could be Melon. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I've almost got it. I've got half of it, I think. Is there a singer called Melanie Bath?
There might be.
Because if there is, it's Melaine Bath.
Yeah.
No, wait. Where does the phone bit come into it though? I don't think I've got it there. I was thinking Melaine, unless the B is the call bit, because I've always assumed that the B was the bath bit, but that might be the phone bit.
Line, as in
Midline. Yeah, midline. Me lying. I am lying. I.e. lying down.
No, me line. L-I-N-E.
Yeah, but what's the B bit?
The line's in the bath.
Midline.
As in phone.
Yeah, but yeah. I genuinely can't get this one. Yeah, I think we might have to give up on this one. I'm not getting this one unless you've got a final thought.
Well, yeah, that's as close as I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I think if this is Melanie something, then I'm going to give us half a point there. I think.
Right, you're not doing it.
Oh God!
You're never doing. You've blown it. You see, you sneak that one in. You're never doing Blockbusters again.
No.
my cool bubble bath. Christ! No, we didn't get that. They've thought us there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10. I think we did all right there. Unless there's more. Although it says 10 out of 10, so I doubt it.
So who's the winner?
It's you.
I love how they use
this. Quickly go through them then.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, what we got here?
Ladder 49.
I'm dropping off now. I think it's either warm in here or this isn't the most scintillating conversation we've ever had.
Okay. Oh, it's still knocking about. The Best Air Guitar Volume 2.
Yeah.
Sure.
Rubbish. We've also got Ladder 49. There
They
it
are.
is.
Hey!
Giving away one a week for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah. That's the next FM mouse mat. They're as common as muck.
Oh, hold on. You can't give away that mouse mat. It's a piece of foam.
You want the prizes?
Do you want them? so this is another reference. So it was do you want them and all that. So they had to come up with a question to give away some prizes once. It was some shit prizes like that sort of thing. And they went, we need to come up with a question because otherwise there's no competitive element because we're not allowed to do giveaways. They have to be a competitive element because of some law or whatever. And Ricky went, do you want them? And that was the question. And he was going, the trouble is, I don't think everyone knows the answer to this question because we've had a lot of messages that say no. So I'm not giving you any clues, but that's the wrong answer. So, and I think Steve went, maybe these prizes are so poor that people do want to win, but they just wanted a chance to say no, we don't want them. So he goes, we have had a call from someone saying, if I win, can you send me the receipt with the prize so I can get my money back at Record and Tape Exchange or whatever. So let's say yes. Oh. It won't let you. Do you want them? No. Okay, let's say no then. Yeah.
Bothers. That's all we've got time for. See you next week.
Brilliant. Oh, that was fantastic. Richard Randers Anderson, Colin Makin, Wendy 86. These are all references. Scruffy Sandra, Ollie the Chimp, Miss Piggy, Karl, Wheelie Bin Coordinator. So Fred the Veg. Special thanks to Bob Holness. That's nice. Hey, that's Rich. Oh, that must be the person who made it. Yeah, all the
Rockbusters.
Oh, Rockbusters. All those references, all those names were references. So I'm trying to remember as many as I can now. So Wendy was the woman who complained about this thing called 3 Minute Wonders that was on Channel 4 really late at night. And he did one about his fridge, and he did one about dinosaurs, and he did one about something else. And she wrote a letter into a paper to complain. It's like, well, let's see what Wendy's programme's like when it's out. Sick of it. And all this sort of stuff. And he was having a go. All this. Wendy might be listening today. Then Ricky went, definitely not. So, Ollie the Chimp was the one that drove the car to Spain, I think. What else was there? 86 was the one that drove the car to Spain. Ollie the Chimp was the one that he thought was a humanzee because it could walk upright and it had a bald head. And they went, Karl, you walk upright and you've got a bald... Wait, and you are hairy, aren't you? You're a humanzee, aren't you? So they accused him of being a humanzee. And Dickie Anderson was someone who they found hilarious who used to write emails into the show because he hated it. But he would be really eloquent. Things like, hello Ricky, I heard Karl's away next week. I'm badly organised. I'm stupid, and And I know how to press a button. Can I be on your radio show or something like that? And then one time he said, I would be listening this week, but I'm busy at home counting my feet and things like that. And once he said, are you on air this week? Because if you're not, I may listen. Stuff like that. It's just these little snide emails, and they loved it, and they came up with all these nicknames for him. His name was Richard Anderson. They go, Dickers, Dicky Docky Doo. Oh, he's written in Randers and all this. So yeah, so there you go. So I can't remember any others from the credits, but yeah, that's the whole game. Wow, that lasted longer than I thought it would. It was basically just me telling stories for 3 hours, but me telling someone else's stories for 3 hours anyway. And we found all the things. I think the only things we didn't find were the Tale of Two Brains thing, which was my fault because I didn't look at I just read it out and then walked away. And I think a couple of the secrets were better hidden on the first level. I think we got them all apart from one, and that was only because I didn't think you could get up to the top of that house, but should have guessed really, I suppose. Because I slid off the roof and thought, oh right, you can't get up there then, not realising that if you keep pressing jump, it will keep, So, yeah, so that's that. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, we're basically going to switch to another game now. I think I've still got an hour. So I'm not sure what else to do. I do want to show you a few little things on Batman. That was just, I think, 2 things on there. That would probably only take like 5 minutes. I mean, how tired are you? Are you still pretty awake, or?
Yeah, still pretty awake.
Okay. Well, let's do the Batman thing, and then we'll decide what we want to do with the sort of 40 odd minutes we've got left, or whatever. Because we'll have to chat during that what we're going to do for the next game. So yeah, is anyone else still in the chat on Twitch? I'll give them a minute to say or not. But yeah, I suppose I need to review this game, really, don't I? Yeah, really well done. I don't know if the bloke who's invented this will ever see this, but yeah, really well done. I really like that. I think you could endlessly expand on that and just do all the stories, but you covered pretty much all the funny stories I could think of. I mean, there's probably loads I'm not, and I don't. I need to write that down actually. Licorice all sorts, and it was by a sign that said can't think, but yeah, licorice all sorts. That was the one reference I didn't get, I think, and I just cannot think what that was about. But yeah, other than that, yeah. Again, that's probably my fault for just misremembering something. But yeah, so really good. I like that. Because a couple of people came in during the stream and that I've never seen before and said, oh, I Am ZT was still here. That was a good game. Excellent. Glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, again, as I said, I know I've said this a couple of times, but I'm just going to use this to round off my thoughts. I don't know how much anyone's going to get out of this if they don't already know who Karl Pilkington is, but you could watch this as a sort of starter pack, because I do fully explain pretty much all the stories that are in this. And then from there, you would have to either go and listen to the XFM stuff, the Ricky Gervais. It's called the Ricky Gervais Show on YouTube, and there's about 130 something episodes, which is like 90 something hours of just pure radio stuff. It's really good though. And then they did the podcast later on, the Ricky Gervais Show. It was also called that. Pretty much everything Ricky's ever done has been called the Ricky Gervais Show, because he also had a podcast called that, a radio show called that, and he had a talk show at one point that called that as well. The first episode, the first guest was Jimmy Savile, so that aged well. So yeah, that's why if you ever look up the talk show, the first episode's missing, because Jimmy Savile was a guest, and obviously they delete anything with him in it nowadays. Yeah, glad people enjoyed that. So I'm on Twitch live. I don't know if this is worth making into a video for YouTube. I could make it a sort of mini extras video, I suppose, to plop on the end of the Batman stuff. But I've got a couple of things I want to show you, Yakobu. So yeah, and they're kind of tricky to do, so it might take me a little while. We'll see. So yeah, for everyone who's still in Twitch, the stream is ending now, but we're not going. We're coming back pretty much straight away. Because of the way that the PS5 works, if you switch games, it turns the stream off. So if you want to stick around for anything that's not Dreams, then yeah, let me know. I did write down that... Who was that guy earlier?
That was ZT.
Oh, it was, yes. I did write down the name of your game you want me to play, though, and I will probably do that at some point, because it sounds fun. I might need to have a little look at that off-stream first, and if it's any good, then... which I imagine it is, because you worked hard on it, by the sounds of things. 6 unique RPGs in one. So, yeah, I'll have a go at that, and I'll happy to take requests for Dream stuff, because... oh, actually, while we are here, I've just had a thought.
All right.
There is a